New intro straight sounds like Silent Planet, and I'm here for it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the NXT Vengeance Day watch along here on World Championship Wreckage. Oh my God, it is finally here. It's Queen's Court is here because we can't do our own show, so we're going to do watch alongs now. I am the prettiest fat man in the South, the Americream Dream, Husky Rhodes. To my left on screen is the one and only, the host of Queen's Court, the Tribal Queen, Bree Stout. Underneath Bree, we have one of the two wrestling encyclopedias on this show, one MJ Duplessis, and below me, member of La Familia, Retro Richie Mars. What's up, boys? How y'all doing? How y'all doing this evening?
Doing well, MJ was bragging that he was the wrestling encyclopedia prior, So like I'll give him the gold, I'll take the silver. It's fine. It's nice.
He's like, I've met my match.
Yeah.
I was given this name. I just rolled with it.
I'm partially to blame for that. I was the one
that
picked on that. That's my fault.
Boss is also the blame for that shit.
It is a big name because it's like I wasn't bestowed this name either, and I said, guys, you are going to get me in trouble. Like no one wants this like front the bear. They're like, oh, you'll be fine. And then I was told that I had heat with MJ, and I was like, oh no.
First
my
off,
worst fear is coming true.
XOJ lie. I don't like. Yeah.
XLJ's just getting you in heat, brother.
It is. Fucking goddamn. I'm just a cripple trying to talk about history of wrestling.
Oh my God.
Dude, we're not even 3 minutes in. You already got the crippled jokes coming out, Mike.
Well, that's what happens when you get us together.
That is valid.
Intro says, Dad had to let the inmates run the asylum.
I would say the intro said it best.
We've been saying that for 4 years. I'm happy he actually took and rolled with it.
Finally, right? Yeah. So, what do we think about Vengeance Day? What do we think about this pay-per-view?
I'm ready for a new NXT champion.
It's not going to happen.
And I could
crap from Atlanta is not going to win shit.
And I could whip Stipe Miocic ass. No, it's not happening.
I am an Oba feminist, so I'm excited for tonight.
Name.
That is the greatest name for an Oba Femi fan.
Yeah.
I'm Oba feminist.
You gotta be an Oba feminist. I'm an Homo sapien. Me and Omos are TikTok friends. So
Oh hell yeah.
You gotta show love to everyone you support. And Oba feminists rise up. It's gonna be a good day. I like Austin Theory. I like Grayson Waller, but we gotta get. I feel tension in the air. Just because it's like the season of love, I don't feel like any love lost between those two people coming eventually.
Right.
I hope the Australian kicks the kid from Atlanta in the balls.
Does a shoey on him when he's passed out.
Take that back.
Like that was a lot. That was very blunt. Like very blunt. I thought it was gonna be like it's like I hope he gets like a shoey to the head. Nah, just kick him right in the balls.
Yeah, just low blow him, do him dirty.
I would rather do 27 more surgeries than watch Austin Theory be NXT champion.
Oh Lord of mercy!
What about 28 surgeries?
What about 28?
What about 28?
Yes.
You said 27. Okay,
Sure.
Just making sure. I want to see how much we could raise the stakes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the time Bree just quits the shows because I either talk shit or because when we get to certain parts in Queen's Court,
it's coming sooner rather than later, bro.
And if you see them walk in the building, Grayson Waller's reading a book. I'm trying to catch the title because he's really good at Easter eggs.
Neither of those two probably can read.
That's not entirely true. They had to
Grayson Waller was a teacher before he was wrestling.
Yeah, he was a history teacher.
I am sorry, but a guy doing shoes on a regular basis being a teacher is the craziest thing.
It's an Australian thing.
Yeah, and also Austin Theory, he did cameos in a lot of movies, so he had to read the script.
He did. He did.
Does
do
he?
a lot of cameos.
Yeah, he's a cameo in Spider-Man: Homecoming. He has a cameo in The Neighbors 2. I'm trying to think what else. Those
probably playing a frat boy in every single one.
Well, one's a frat boy. He was a prisoner in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, he's in one of the prison scenes in there.
I've never watched a damn Marvel movie in my life, so
how about a Marvel movie? Because you said not a damn Marvel movie. What about a regular Marvel movie?
It breaks my brain every time he brings it up. He's like,
Yeah.
I've never seen a single Marvel movie
I
except for like one of was it Captain America?
I fell asleep during the very first Captain America movie, watching it in theaters when my friends dragged me to it.
Well, the thing is, like, with that, like, I kind of understand. Like, I never seen like a Star Wars or a Lord of the Rings movie, so it's like I understand not getting into franchises.
Me
I've
neither.
never seen Lord of the Rings. I've seen all the Star Wars, but I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
I haven't seen Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. Never
Lord
watched
of the
them.
Rings is one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
As I've been told numerous times.
So look, I went through a trilogy, and it's called Back to the Future, and it's not going to be
Yes.
topped. So I'm not
Let's
gonna.
go.
So
I
it's
mean,
like,
I've never
So-
seen Back to the Future, so
So for a while back in the day, I did the church thing. I was a youth leader, which is hilarious if you know me now.
That is kind of wild to think about.
We went to go see the first part of the first Hobbit for a Christmas party.
Mhm.
After the movie ended, I told the youth leader if I wanted to go watch people walk for 3 hours, I would have sat in the food court in the mall. That was a waste of my time.
I had a similar thing, but my friends and I would go to movies in high school, and one of them was Project X. If you guys remember that movie,
Yeah.
Great movie.
and everyone thought it was great because we were all in high school, and I was just like, I felt like I was invited to a party. I paid $12 to get in, and no one offered me any food or drink.
Yeah.
I paid $12 to go to a party, and I'm like,
I watched other people have fun.
right. I sat in an adjacent room and watched a party happen. All right, starting off with
The funny thing is, family has arrived for the thing we're doing today at my house, and I'm in here with y'all. I'm probably going to get cussed out by one of my parents.
that is dedication.
I guarantee it.
We love to see it. I'm also very curious on this secret group they keep teasing for today.
Yeah, me too. I'm very intrigued with who they bring out.
Starting out with the women.
Stephanie Vicker. Vicker.
The horns. The horns are badass.
Very disappointed to find out they're not real horns. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That would be awesome
Yeah.
if they were real horns. Oh.
What are y'all predictions for this match?
I'm kind of mixed because, like, Stand Deliver is like the next show, and
it is.
and I feel like it's gonna be like Julia and Stephanie. But
That I could see, and that could be really cool.
I'm just not sure. They might push it off a little bit, other than Stand and Deliver. But it's like if, like, these women, I don't see them for NXT for a long time. So I'm not sure if they could wait to the next Stand and Deliver, like the year after.
Yeah.
Have we noticed that all three of these women in this crew have broken their face at one point and have all three worn a mask within the time of the.
That is kind of crazy.
Mhm.
I didn't put that together until you said something. It's like, oh wait, yeah.
I wonder if they just all three share the same mask.
It's
if
the
I-
same mask.
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time that's happened, I had 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened 3 times.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still kind of surprised because JC Jane's seen main roster ready for a while.
That part. And she's
She's
been
been
in the
roster-
NXT
main roster
for
race for like a
so
year.
long.
Yeah.
Why is every woman in the front from the roster in the front row for this? Why are they?
They want to watch the show. If you're not booked, you don't want to just be in catering all the time. You gotta have some air.
Yeah, exactly. Get out there with the people.
How do you feel about the new referee shirts?
I like them.
I dig it. I think it was good.
Where are they?
They're
They said.
DC because it says
Okay.
under the Peacock logo.
The venue just seems way smaller than usual.
I'm sorry, I'm not a production guy at Peacock.
It's just like
I will let them know about the font size.
sarcasm is very.
No, I'll let them know the font size.
My humor ranges from just totally blunt to sarcasm to sometimes I'll have like some good setups and punchlines.
See, we're here for it all.
Yeah.
We're here for
Yes.
it all.
I woke up from a little nap, so like I'm really raw. Not NXT yet, but I'm raw.
The filter isn't fully set in.
No, yeah, we're still working it in.
So, did y'all watch the pre-show?
A little bit.
Did you watch the Bailey Corey Graves interview?
No, I don't think I did. I think I caught like a little bit.
I missed all
So
the pre-show.
during that interview, they were talking about the grind to get to WrestleMania, and in my head, I was like, Corey doesn't know the grind to get to WrestleMania. He got injured.
I so want him to do one more match.
I would love that, but it's just like Bailey. That's kind of rude to say that to Corey when he doesn't know the grind to get there because
He does as a commentator.
Yeah.
motherfuckers couldn't make it to the main roster.
Listen, Corey, I respect his grind to WrestleMania because you didn't realize how it is to like commentate for like those one night WrestleManias that took like 12 hours and like not have a bathroom break.
True.
Dude, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
So I respect it. I respect the grind. It's a different grind. It's the grind of keeping the pee in or out, depending on if they, did the biz in the chair, did the biz whiz in the chair.
Have their own bucket.
Yeah. Or it's like one of those streams where it's like just like the streams of just like the little tubings, and you just like have like a system going. It's like a mousetrap kind of deal, like the game.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
His suit is matching the Vengeance Day logo, and I kind of fucking love that.
Well, yeah, you got to dress for the appropriate decorum. That's what you think this background lighting is an accident? Got to put on red.
Wait, hold up. Gotta fix mine. There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
how do you guys feel about Booker being voted the worst wrestling commentator amongst the Wrestling Observer newsletter crowd?
I mean, they didn't get it wrong.
But here's the thing with that. But Booker's a gem.
Listen, he is turning more and more into Black Snow each day, and I'm here for it.
Look, like his main event Mafia run in general was super underrated.
So great.
Beautiful. Who else
Some of the
provides
times,
commentary?
I feel
during
like
the
the
beatdown?
shit he does on commentary is a fucking rib on Shawn Michaels. Just to like see if he can get like
Sean.
be like Shawn, be like, what the fuck? Look at that. Like,
Oh, do you think it's like revenge for like Booker T singing like Shawn Michaels' theme song in that one segment before he got kicked in the face?
Yeah.
in the NWO?
This is payback for you kicking me in the face.
I mean, they have known each other since like '86, so there's probably a lot of stuff.
Potentially. Oh. That's not nice to chant at the ref. I mean, it's valid, but it's still not nice.
Yeah, no, not good. Not good.
It's just trying to earn a paycheck like everybody.
Yeah.
We talked about JC Jane being main roster ready.
Yeah.
I think Fallon Helenoy could be very soon main roster ready, if not already.
Yeah, when
I agree with that, definitely.
when she was in the group with Briggs and Sean Spears, the Sean Spears protege.
Brooks Jensen.
Yeah. Jensen's, like she looked like be the most ready when it came to main roster potential to begin with. It reminded me of the Alexa, Buddy, and Murphy kind of connection when they were for a while.
Yeah,
so I'm just because I thought right, oh my god, they're gonna call Fallon up because of that.
Right. I figured they would have at that point.
Yeah. But now it's I still think Fallon's ready, but let's see, Brooks,
Brooks Jensen.
No, the other one. What did I say? Jason Briggs.
Yeah, Jason Briggs.
Josh Briggs.
Yeah, Josh Briggs. Yeah, Briggs looks like leaps and bounds ready.
Oh yeah. And the stuff he's doing within Amura has been fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just find it really cool. I always find it funny when they break up one tag team or faction, so then you could put them in another different tag team and faction.
Like you couldn't do these plans with the original team,
but sometimes chemistry is chemistry,
That is fair, yeah.
That work in Japan did him very well, I feel like.
Oh, definitely.
I think he's always had it. They had the triple threat with Dijak and Oba last year.
Yeah.
That
was a great match.
Yeah, I think there's flashes of brilliance right there. If they did the JBL manager gimmick with him and not Corbin, I think that would have been good.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, but now just JBL's just whispering into people's ears and clotheslining people.
Yeah, just going around being the pro wrestling whisperer.
There better be an end game to this shit with him, or I'm gonna be highly upset.
It's pro wrestling. It's ever going.
Yeah, it's always going, brother.
Yeah, there's no the end. There's always the next day.
Touche. But I need to know what he's doing because it's just he's showing up everywhere.
He got stem cells and now he's clotheslining people. There's not much of a story to tell.
Yeah, he went down to South America. He got some stem cell shot in him, and now he feels like it's 2005 all over again.
Yeah, he's like, I could hold the WWE title for another 280 days.
Come on, Paul. What do you think? I got another run in me, brother.
Just brings back Wrestler's Court when he comes back for his run.
just so JBL could punish some poor kid.
Mm.
You gotta go buy me whiskey.
That 619 was gorgeous. Okay, Steph.
I know I'm getting older because all the moves that were signatures, or finishers, are now transitional moves. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I could only imagine when people start doing multiple DDTs in one match and they're they're killing the business.
Dude, in 20 years, it's going to be lock up 630, right out of the gate.
Right out there. Gotta start. They hear that pop, brother?
We got them. We got
all 25 people in the armory. They're on their feet.
They're on their feet.
I was watching a GCW show today, and Blake Christian had 10 different super kicks. And I was just my God, dude. Really?
There was a GCW show earlier today.
Yeah, JCW. They have the Jersey Cup tonight.
Oh, the Jersey Cup.
Famous Jersey Cup too.
I'm going to be watching the replay of day one tomorrow morning, probably. Since
I'll probably do
Will's
that.
got the Triller TV.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all problem. I'm also like not feeling good today, so like, yeah, I don't want to be around my family.
Oh god, that looked like it hurt.
Oh, and you're still pushing through. I appreciate you, MJ.
I try.
You succeed.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm like way ahead of you. That you catch that dragon screw leg whip out of the corner. Yeah, that was gnarly.
It's like one of those moves where I'm like, people don't do them enough.
Right? Yeah.
Where it's like it seems like for like a while everyone was doing them, like in like the mid 2000s, and now I'm like, when Stephanie started doing them, I'm like, I haven't seen that move in a while.
Yeah, it's like, is there anybody else like really doing that right now? Like,
no, and she does it so viciously.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to expect people to do the overdrive because it's such a great finish. You know, just
Great. He's like, I couldn't
great
finish that.
Yeah, it's a really good finish. I found out the story behind that too, because remember, like there were like so many guys who started doing the overdrive, like Orton, Carlito, and MVP.
Yeah.
Apparently, Johnny Ace was in charge, and like they would tell the people being called up, "Hey, you got to have a new finish," and that was like all he would just suggest them as a joke. It's like, yeah, just do the overdrive.
That's because that was his finisher in Japan.
Well, yeah, that's why.
I never thought about that.
Over really big with Mrs. Baba.
I legit never thought about that.
You will never make it in a champion carnival.
It's crazy to think that Johnny Laurinaitis was big in Japan the way he was.
It's also amazing that he signed the wrong one-legged guy.
Yeah.
Like, you had one job, and
One job.
you had, like, he's the definition of that guy, where it's like, you had one job.
You had one job, and what happened?
Yeah,
What
like-
happened, Johnny?
Yeah, like, don't do this, and you completely, like do it.
It's for real.
My goodness.
Oh my god. So a friend of mine just texted me while watching the show, and he literally said JC Jane looks like Timu Rhea Ripley, and I will not be taking any questions.
I mean, I get it with the hair.
It's the bangs. It's the bangs.
It's the bangs and the coat.
Yeah, that's the problem with like if like somebody gets super popular and like they have something like very mundane or normal, everybody's gonna be accused of being like the ripoff or the Timu version of XYZ.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's kind of hard to get away from in that sense.
And it's tough because Rhea's like main character, main color is black. What she wears, and like legitimately all of the roster like will wear black occasion, like
Right, yeah.
Not. So it's like it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Ooh.
So, what do you guys see? We think we see that weird new faction today.
Main event.
Yeah, probably in the depending on like where the NXT Championship match is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably there. I'd be interested to see if it was during the strap match because Trick is still like. I think they want to keep Trick and Oba apart
Yeah.
a while, you know, because like
What's up, bub?
that's what they're trying to do.
Oh, okay. That's all. All right.
You got to get the titles on these new arrivals to get that lineage up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? It's pretty cool because I saw Stephanie at a Forbidden Door last year.
Oh, nice.
And like just like immediately after like she was signed, I was like, oh, this is good. I feel like that was like the first domino that kind of fell when it came to like the free agent market, where it was just like, it's like, all right, we're gonna sign everyone.
What you need, Bubby?
Yeah, it's like
You okay? Careful.
anybody that wasn't tied down to a contract,
Mhm.
they were just like, oh, you want to come here? You want to come here? You want to come here? Like,
Yeah. I
It's
still
like
would have
the
liked Omos to be in Noah a little bit longer.
yeah, that was weird that they just like pulled him out of Noah, thinking like, oh, okay, well, he's going to be in the Royal Rumble,
And then never show
and
up.
we haven't seen him. Like,
Yeah, maybe his number hasn't been called. You know, guy got I Show Speed in there, gets speared by
God, that
Ron.
poor kid.
I will still argue that Braun Spear against Roman looked very like it was better than that one. Like that one, like against Speed was like purposely vicious. That one against Roman was just like beautiful.
oh
Yes.
yeah,
The Roman
The way-
one was gorgeous.
He
the way
flew.
Roman took it was insane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off for a bit and see what family's here, and then I'll be back.
Word.
See you guys.
But- Like I don't mind the Elimination Chamber like hype packages, but I'm always bummed because they never show like the clips of like the old chamber.
Yeah, before they put all the padding on
padding,
there
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. Like I forgot who said it was like the bouncy house version. And I said, not the bouncy house version.
I watched the Wrestle Talk 3 count thing on their
Oh
YouTube
yeah,
channel.
yeah.
And Ollie brought that up. He's like, it's like a bouncy house now. It wasn't like a proper man's cage.
Yeah. Granted, like that was like legitimately a dangerous like structure to be in.
Dude, like
Just like steel grates, like you use that to like cook food.
yeah, exactly. Like you literally have giant grill plates that you're walking on, and then you got like Rob Van Dam laying like, let me do a 5-star off the top of there, bro.
Whoa, dude, Spider-Man.
Oh, this sucks. Why did we do this? Oh.
No, Van Damme's like, nah, cool, let's go again.
Dude, one more time. The
My
people on the other side of the ring didn't see it.
But my vision of RVD and how like WWE creative like during RVD's prime like pictured his character, it's just like they saw like 1 or 2 episodes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and they're like, that's him.
Pretty much. It's like that and like Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
And they're just like, dude, just be Spicoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude.
So just act like I'm high all the time because I am. Okay.
It's like, and they're like, oh, we don't want to push him as a singles. What do? Throw him in a tag team. Put him
Throw
with
him in a
Kane.
tag.
Put him with Booker. Put him with Ray.
Yeah. I love the story of the 420 leg drop and Vince being like, is that a drug thing? It's like, no, dude, we have 4 legs. I wear a size 12. He wears a size 8. 12 and 8's 20.
Yeah, I remember reading the WWE magazine or SmackDown magazine, and they put that story in there. I was like, oh yeah, I had no idea. As a little kid, me thought that was like a drug reference.
It's like I didn't catch it either. And then I'm like, now older, it's like, oh, I see what you guys are doing. All right.
Oh, you guys were cooking. All right.
Oh yeah, you both were cooking.
Yeah. There's WWE LFG series tomorrow, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, I definitely want to check this out.
Like I'm always I like reality competition shows anyway, so it's gonna be like a lot of Gaga. But it's like I think they're all performance like recruits or trainees.
Yeah,
to begin with.
Yeah, I think so. It's all like the ID people and like the NIL folks.
Yeah, so it's like I'm interested to see. Like because from what I see, it's gonna be like they're gonna be split into 2 teams. Like it's gonna be like Bully's team and Taker's team. Probably have like Booker's team and Mickey's team too, just to see like they have challenges. Whoever loses that challenge is up for elimination. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. I'm also really interested to see the new Evolve.
Ooh, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
on Tubi on 8 on Wednesdays. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why you did that.
How do we feel about Jay winning the Rumble?
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all.
I'm 100% here for it. Like, I think it's about time they finally pulled the trigger on him. Because, I mean, the man got an encore for his theme song. If you can't pull the trigger and just make him the champion at this point, like, come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's the thing, because like everyone's like, oh, but his moveset. Oh, he had this bad match this one time. And I'm just like, people aren't allowed to have bad matches.
Seriously, like, and like the whole moveset thing, it's like, dude, Goldberg had 2 moves.
If you want to go like a step further, like Steve Austin after he broke his neck was just punches, kicks, Thez press, stunner.
Yeah, that's it. And nobody cared.
Yeah, you're over, you're over.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If the people connect with you, then they connect with you. It doesn't matter if you're doing 2 moves or if you're doing like a moveset like Penta. Like,
I find it funny, like Penta was coming in and like Kevin did the package pile driver. I'm like, I'll scrap that one off for Penta.
Yeah, no, I was when I saw him hit that at Saturday night's main event, I was just like, well, Penta can't use that now, I guess. Oh, we got the tag match next.
Oh. I wonder if that's a real skull.
Whose skull is that?
They probably built it for Corbin and they're like, hey, you want this?
Hey, man, listen, you're about the same measurements. You want to wear this thing?
It's going to be on your shoulder. It has smoke. It's great.
Yeah. It looks really sweet on TV, man. All right. Yeah, sure.
And of course, Fraxium is fine.
Fraxium is fine. I'm glad they're not doing the glitchy entrance for Axiom anymore.
Oh, the slow-mo?
Yeah, the slow-mo thing.
I actually didn't mind that. What I do like with Axiom is like whenever he's not wrestling, he's just in normal people clothes.
He's just in normal people clothes with the mask on.
Yeah, he's just a normal dude.
Just like you cut over, he's just like him in a sweater and jeans, just with the mask just hanging out.
Just like a very well-dressed man.
Yeah. This is a well-dressed Englishman with a Mexican wrestling mask on. It's beautiful. I love it.
Like, I don't see like how I think Axiom and Nathan have like a good chance to retain, but they're running out of teams to like work.
They really are. They've run through everybody at this point.
They dismantled Chase U. I mean, not really, but you know.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, because Hudson's gone now.
Yeah. I thought he had like a huge upside, Hudson.
I don't know why they had to let him go, because they could have done a lot with him.
Yeah, because he'd released like these different like promos of him interviewing himself.
Yes, those are great.
Where I'm like, this guy had something, but like if you believe the story, it's Triple H didn't see him as like main roster, so just kind of like cut him.
That's crazy.
So I'm just like I'm like, man, did the Brendan Vink run really just sour Triple H on him? Like, you know,
yeah,
it's just like, man.
I could see him going to TNA and doing something big.
Oh my gosh, like they'd be foolish not to like pick him up when his 90 days is up, or not even 90 days. Like I'm not sure if they. It's 30 for NXT. That's what they got in trouble. Like Aleister Black got somebody in trouble for that.
Yeah, because he showed up in AEW at the 31st day, and they're like, "Wait a minute! Oh, wait, he was main roster. Oh shit! Somebody got fired."
Yeah, and then they had to call Buddy because Buddy was like in that same round of releases, and like we just want to double check. Are your how many days is your release clause? And he's like, yeah, it just says here 90. You know, they're like, all right, cool.
It's like you got that one.
Yeah. And now we got like more like people coming in. We got Ricky Starks, who I wouldn't mind seeing an appearance by him today.
Yeah, I think he might show up at some point.
Yeah. Like even helping Eddie Thorpe win, I think is a good move for him.
Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah, just because it's like I'm not sure what you would do with Ricky.
Yeah, I don't know where you fit him in here yet.
Yeah, because it's like again, supremely talented guy, but like the men's division, it's kind of like, all right, Ricky Obafemi, like you could do that, but it just kind of seems like Ethan Page-esque, where it's like, all right, we're just gonna throw him in here.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that before you hopped in the link about like I was just kind of joking like, what's the over under on when they put the NXT title on Ricky Starks?
I can see like
Page treatment.
Yeah, I think I could see like Sean Spears winning the North American, then that he's transitioned to Ricky's. Like I could see that going.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you know, it's like I don't think you need to hot shot him right away.
No, you can take your time with Ricky Starks.
I am curious about Miro and Alistair, to see if they're going to show up, like if they're behind like this new group.
That could be interesting.
Because I feel like the new group has to have like a main figurehead that we're like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the free agent market's crazy because you got Josh Alexander, you got Jeff Cobb, you got Mike Bailey.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the next couple months are gonna be very, very intriguing with what companies pick up who.
Yeah. Like I do feel like Josh is AEW bound just by his who was it? It's not attorney. Agent.
Oh yeah, he got Barry Bloom.
Yeah, and he has some WWE guys, but he's primarily like AEW.
Yeah, because he's got like the Bucks and
Jericho
and Jericho.
Yeah, Hangman, and just like everybody.
Yeah, pretty much all the big names in AEW are represented by Barry Bloom.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I think it'd be cool that Josh going over there because there's a lot of people over there that he could do some really great work with.
Absolutely.
But just the later stage TNA mark in me wants the North to get back together really bad.
Yeah, like they were a great team, but I think it was like a beer money situation where it's like they were like okay with each other, but they weren't like friends. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Where it was just like I think Josh said he was there was plans for him to go make appearances on NXT, but like for whatever reason they were kiboshed. So that makes me think they're not interested in him, or they just didn't want to use him for like the one-offs.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I heard he was at last year's Rumble and this Rumble too. I think he was in India.
Yeah, I think he was visiting or something. I'm gonna start rumors like Ethan Page just got in Shawn Michaels' ear. It's like, no, you don't want him here. Ethan Page is like, this is my singles run.
Fuck, he's gonna overshadow me again. No, can't have this.
Yeah. And now Ethan Page has like that sinister librarian look, which is really working for him. I wish his match with Javon was a tooth for a tooth match, because I think that would have been funny.
Tooth for a tooth match.
Yeah, we had the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah, let's do the tooth for a tooth match. So somebody gets a tooth yanked out of their head.
Yeah, because it fits. Because he's like the smile is just like basically his gimmick, and if he gets his tooth ripped out,
yeah,
he can't do the entrance anymore.
Right. Oh shit! I'm pretty sure Briggs got like legit messed up.
Oh, yeah, he grabbed that mouth really quick. Oh, I think no lie. I think I saw a tooth kind of fly from that.
He took a foot to the face.
Oh my god!
Full speed.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's like there were some things that were like jingling.
Oh yeah, he's probably got a couple of teeth that are loose right now.
Yeah, a couple of chiclets going.
That's crazy.
Oof. Oh my god, Jiminy Christmas.
That was wild.
Jeez.
The backdrop into the power bomb was nasty.
Oh. Okay, so I don't see any blood, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh shit. Spanish fly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Please don't die.
I mean, you could, but I wouldn't
Please don't.
recommend it.
Holy shit.
Oh.
So I was already expecting this match to be good, but this has already like exceeded my expectations.
I think it really just shows how good of a pairing it's like the big man, little man pairing is.
Yes.
Because there's like a right way to do it or a wrong way to do it.
This is definitely what the hell is that? That was definitely the right way to do it for sure. Oh.
Jeez.
Oh.
These poison ranas, man.
And the fact that a dude the size of Josh Briggs taking it that good is insane.
I believe if like Team Briggs wins this, Yuji would be the first person to hold a WWE title not under contract, right?
I believe so. I think he'd be the first person to hold an NXT title without being contracted to WWE.
Which is crazy.
That's nuts.
Because I remember they tried to do like the hybrid contracts when Joe came in, and then they saw how much money Joe was making for them, and they're like, "Hey, sign a real one."
Yeah, you don't need to do the indies no more, bud.
I miss Joe, but I do like the Ops. I do like that squad.
Oh.
Wow. Oh.
Oof.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Damn.
Do you think Briggs's gear is like a Kevin Nash Wolfpack reference?
You know, I can see hints of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, those are definitely Wolfpack era Kevin Nash.
Yeah, because you know it's like the leather pants with the
The fringe.
Yeah. I was a little surprised they didn't win like Team of the Year.
Yeah. Because they have been extremely consistent all year.
I could see if Seth Rollins turns heel, like Fraxium calls up.
Whoa.
Frazier.
Whoa. Whoa.
See, I'm a bit delayed, so we'll see.
I was gonna say I'm a little behind.
Just wait.
Oh, okay. Nice little handshakes.
Oh. Okay. Huh?
Oh, it's the group.
Mm-hmm.
Nexus.
Dion Lennox is one of them. Huh.
Who are you?
Is that what they were chanting?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I mean, valid. Did they attack Briggs?
They attacked everybody.
Okay, I was making sure because be interesting if they just knocked one of them out and you have like a situation where it's like, oh, they're not attacking you, you must be leading them, and then they just swerve and then Axiom pulls off like an evil mask.
Yeah,
it's like the same one but him smiling.
Right.
The tag match?
Yeah, why not? This is probably not the last time we're gonna see him.
Probably not.
That's also
I just
fair.
wasn't expecting it. I came in my room for a split second and they were there, and I was like, hold up. That is a random spot.
It's got to get people talking.
The chant was, who are you?
Who are you?
God damn, that's funny.
Funny as hell.
It's true because we haven't had an inkling of what these guys are called or who they are.
Right.
So one of the guys I know, he signed with the WWE late last year, but he was drafted by the Saints in 2022, and he was like a third street defensive end. Didn't play much, got injured, and then signed with the WWE. He's going to be going by.
Well, hopefully his run here doesn't mirror the NFL run.
Yeah. He's going to be the one going by Osiris Griffin. His real name's Joshua Black.
No relation to Alistair?
No, not at all.
Oh, bummer.
No, he played ball at Syracuse. And then, poor one's over.
I feel attached to him already. Fellow New Yorker.
They had what's his name? They had Dion Lennox out there. Did you see that? Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna. That's the only one they said was, "Hey, it's Dion Lennox," and they were like, "Who are the rest of these guys?" So I wonder if he's taking his whole. I got disrespected last month. Like, I'm gonna bring in these newbies. I hope Bull Buchanan's son has a better career than he did.
What are you talking about? RTC, John Cena's running buddy? There's a lot to be. A big boss man's tag partner. I'm not saying like it was an amazing career, but he did some things.
Sure.
He teamed with the Good Father.
The RTC and the Big Boss Man thing is only. I legit sometimes forget about the John Cena gimmick.
I don't. There's
B2 is.
you can't
B
forget
squared.
you can't forget B squared.
It's Bree's never seen that. Okay, so Bree, Josh Briggs' dad,
Not Josh Briggs.
or Brooks Jensen's dad, is former WWE star Bull Buchanan. In the
He was a
beginning,
mainstay in the Attitude Era.
yeah, he's mainstay in the Attitude Era. During like the Ruthless Aggression era, when John Cena like started the Doctor of Thugonomics thing, Bull Buchanan was with him, same gimmick, but B squared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was the hype man.
He was John Cena's hype man.
Horrible.
Oh, it's
And
hilarious.
It gets
And it lasted about 3 weeks, and then B Squared got attacked by Rodney Mack,
Mhm.
and then got released.
and his name was Red Dog.
Yeah.
Red Dog.
I don't think Rodney Mack was released. It was
No.
Bull, right?
Yeah, Bull got released.
Yeah, because he was in the Rumble that year too, and I thought that was like so like out of place.
Yeah.
And then he just got eliminated by Edge. But yeah, they had John Cena get another bodyguard, and then that happened for a week, and then John Cena was just basically solo.
Yeah. Rodney
'Cause-
got sent to.
He got sent to Raw later that year.
Yes, because he did the
Teddy Long group
the gimmick with Mark Henry,
and
it was like
and
the
Chris Nowinski.
anti-white man gimmick.
Oh, the
Plus
5-minute
Crystal-
white boy challenge.
Yeah.
Ended by Hall of Famer Goldberg.
Yeah. They had the anti-white man gimmick with a faction that had a white man in it.
Yeah, Chris Nowinski, Harvard grad.
It had the whitest man.
The smartest man to ever work for the WWE.
I mean, the man invented concussion research, so
Yeah,
pretty smart guy.
yeah, and he's the only wrestler to have that went to Harvard,
Yeah.
like in WWE at least,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Until David Otunga.
until David Otunga, Mr. Jennifer Lawrence,
Mm.
or
Yeah,
Jennifer Hudson.
Mr. Punk.
New York?
York?
I was gonna say I saw him from I Love New York first. I'm like, oh, it's Punk. I got so happy, and I was kind of disappointed because I'm just like, why weren't you on I Love Money? That was such a superior show. I loved I Love Money so much.
That's
I might.
Those I Love shows were crazy.
I love
they're peak television.
I was watching clips of I Love Flavor Flav the other night.
Oh, Flavor of Love.
Flavor of Love. God, I lost brain cells.
But you
Yep.
gained a passion.
You gained a passion and a
That-
joy
how it is,
for
yeah.
having Flavor Flav run through all these random women and then
Mhm.
get
while
Brigitte Nielsen's crazy ass.
while still being engaged to a woman the entirety of these all these seasons.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, which is even better,
I'm only doing this for money, baby. I promise.
as they say.
the Bret Michaels one was also really great.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, actually, I like that, Jamie.
But I like the spin-off ones of the spin-off ones, like Daisy of Love and Frank
Yeah.
Entertainer and the Basement Affair. Just because it's like you could tell how the budget decreases as it goes on.
Mid 2000s MTV and VH1 were peak television.
And then they had Megan Wants a Millionaire, which never aired because.
Yeah, so what happened there? Because I loved I Love Money. I'm just like, I just want season 3. Where is season 3? So I was like doing research, and then like I found out it wasn't going to air. I'm like, oh, why isn't it going to air? One of the contestants who not only goes far in the show but wins was trying to like get his money right away, and he did was it a murder suicide or just a murder?
I think it was a murder
I
suicide.
think it was a murder.
Yeah,
Holy
so
shit.
just like murder, like legit murder. Like he was on Megan Wants a Millionaire, then he went on to win I Love Money, and then he was trying to get the money like forward, which is why they stopped doing all those Of Love shows because they needed a rebrand like quick. It was like similar to like how WWE switched to BG when Benoit did his stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
That's crazy.
yeah, I was watching a few other MTV like mid 2000 shows, and I was watching Next. Next is a
Next.
show that
Dude.
definitely could not be made in 2025.
Oh hell
Or like
no!
Room
they could not do
Raiders?
that. Oh, Room Raiders, dude. Yeah, we're going back.
I feel like Room Raiders could be made, but like getting told go away because I don't find you physically attractive in 2025 would probably not go over so well.
Or the show where it was like the parents picked the person's like match. I forgot what that was called.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't Perfect Match, it was something else, but it was like they had somebody the parents picked. Like it was like the dad picked one, the mom picked one, and then there was the one where the I think the child actually got to like choose like which one.
Yeah, it was the current boyfriend and two other dates.
Yeah,
because they were trying to get rid of like we don't like your boyfriend or girlfriend, so we're gonna pick dates and you have to go on a
Parental
date.
control.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's what it was.
That's what it was.
What's another one that like I feel like couldn't get made? The Bully Beatdown.
Bully Beatdown was hilarious because it was 1000% scripted.
Oh yeah.
And that dude ended up in like a bunch of legal trouble too.
Oh, Mayhem Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He went a little cuckoo.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a bunch of DUIs.
That's just the start.
I was gonna say that's his probably his lightest offense.
Yeah, it was what's another show that got canceled because of the host? Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Oh yeah, because the dude was.
He had 3 DUIs in like 2 months. Ty or whatever that guy's name was.
Jeez.
Yeah, he was doing some dirt.
And then they replaced him with Exhibit.
As you do.
As you do. Yo, man, you like your house?
I feel like TV shows were
room.
great when Exhibit hosted shit.
Dude, just hearing the horror stories of actually went on with Pet My Ride and all those cars.
Yeah.
Like they all like broke down within like weeks of fucking getting back, or like they like did all the shit and then just took it all out of the car.
Yeah.
And then we're like, here you go.
Well, like after 3 days, you got to realize some of the shit's like this isn't like physically or logically possible. Like this is not.
I have a 45-inch flat screen TV where my back window should be.
Like having
this.
Having a giant fish tank in your trunk is just like no, like that can't
dude, like,
be.
Come on, what are we doing here?
I mean, never know when you're gonna need a fish tank full of fish. Gotta make it mobile.
Listen, you gotta entertain the kids in the neighborhood. Like, hey, y'all want to see my fish in the car?
Yeah.
Pop the trunk.
A guy says that to me as a kid, I'm hitting them because, like, if it's a dog,
weird, I'm not creepy, but I got this thing. So that's why you drive into the neighborhood with the trunk open, so they could see it right away. So you're not being a creep. Be like, hey, dude, check this shit out. Where you going, Trick? Oh.
I'm not sure, but like I know Eddie Thorpe's a good talent, but I'm just like I need more. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's missing.
I legit forgot we had a show going on right now. We were talking about TV shows.
Well, when you talk about all these like flavor of love shows, they have a lot of character in them.
Unlike Eddie Thorpe's character on NXT.
Well, and then like after New York, it was like Real Chance at Love.
I felt really like sad because then I found out Real passed away like shortly after, and I was like, oh, that's a bummer. And now it's like House of Villains is like one of the shows, and I'm just like, oh, this is back. We're so back.
They got New York and West. I
love the challenge. I love Wes.
I love the challenge. So I was literally watching the challenge channel on Pluto TV this morning.
Oh, what season? What season was it?
It was I think it was TJ11's first season. The Gauntlet 2.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Gauntlet wasn't that bad.
Rookies versus vets. Gauntlet 2.
That was the theme of all the gauntlets, I think.
Yeah.
What?
That was the theme of all the gauntlets, I would think.
Yeah.
Or at least the second and third one.
Yeah. The second and third were rookies versus vets. And then before that, it was one of the like Miz's seasons, and I was like, I love seeing the young Miz on TV.
That's how I got into him. Like when I first saw him like on the challenge, and then when I first got into wrestling, I'm like, oh, that's the Miz. I didn't know he was a wrestler.
Yeah. I saw him on the Real World, and then he got in WWE, and I was like,
yeah,
what is Mike McZanian doing on SmackDown? What the fuck is going on?
It's funny because like he did the Tough Enough like in 2004.
Yeah.
And when he got eliminated, he got asked to do the Inferno 2, but they called him to say, hey, do you want a developmental deal? And he's like, hey, like I'm just filming the show, and then I'm gonna come. Is it cool if I come back? And they're like, yeah, sure. Like finish your obligation. So he did the Inferno 2, and then went straight to WWE.
That's actually kind of wild.
Wow. Yeah, because he won the show, and then then came back. Inferno was good guys versus
bad guys. Yeah,
bad guys. Yeah,
I love the Inferno seasons. I'm really loving Challenge All Stars too.
It's good. This season, like it's fine. I just want I'm like, we're really being very liberal with the term All Star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're not wrong at all.
It's term used very loosely.
I'm like, it's like one of those things like in Smash Brothers. All the stars are here.
All the stars are here.
Oh yeah, that's for Pichu back. That was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
wasn't Leo Rush on one of those?
Yeah,
the All Stars one, I think.
He was on Double Agents.
Champs versus All Stars, or
he was Double Agents, and he left early because of his mental health. Yeah, because that was like during COVID too. So like, and in the challenge, they don't give you anything, so you're like locked in, no phone, no anything. I think Leo has like 4 kids, I think.
Yeah, he's got like 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, like he has a lot. So he was just like going a little crazy. I'm like, that's totally understandable.
Yeah,
especially in that environment.
I need to be with my kids.
Yeah,
my wife and shit. So yeah, it makes sense.
And now he's in AW with Action Andretti as a team.
Looking like 2 dudes that follow Kanye West too much with the outfits.
I thought they were just really big Sonic the Hedgehog fans.
That too. That too.
The Sonic lore goes deep.
When you and your boy both dress up as Knuckles but don't tell each other. That's what they look like.
Just like the pointed like vests and stuff.
Yeah.
I was thinking to do them on my TikTok like show, but I feel like I already get enough crazy comments as it is.
Yeah.
I got, why is your hat too low?
I'll be right back.
What's with your eyebrows? Why do you tilt your head in every video? Like just a lot of like wild comments.
People will just say the most random shit.
Yeah.
Like
kids say the darndest things.
Yeah. It's like when I used to go live on TikTok all the time, I used to do this gimmick where I would slam the phone into my face, start every video. And people were like, why aren't you doing it during the live? I'm like, it makes no sense for me to keep doing this. You won't know what's going on. Come on, guys.
Are you trying to get me concussed here?
Yeah, it's like, dude, I will end up smoking myself in the face with my phone. I don't want to do that.
I still think they'll keep Trick in NXT for another year.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe a little bit more.
I kind of figured that when they didn't have any like male NXT representation in the Rumble.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, well, they're gonna keep them around for a little bit.
Yeah, I think the person that's gonna probably get called up is Ethan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't need to go to NXT, but it was nice that he did go.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like, if Ricky Starks is gonna be like a heel starting off, like they could just like switch.
Right. Yeah, they can just move him up and put Ricky in his place, and then just keep going from there.
I am glad it's this kind of strap match, and not like the hit the turnbuckle, red light, green light one.
Oh. I desperately hate red light, green light. Eddie Guerrero lost the world heavyweight title playing red light, green light with JBL on a technicality.
Yeah, the shoulder hit, right? that was my my first year of watching wrestling was late 03, so Eddie was like one of my guys. And seeing him lose that way, I was crushed.
Oh my god.
It was so demoralizing. But I'm like, hey, Cena's still the US champ.
Yeah, Cena's still US champ. So.
And then Kurt Angle like vacated his title like a couple weeks later. And I'm like, you can't do this to my guys.
What is happening?
What do you mean conflict in wrestling? Couldn't we just live happily ever after?
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean Kurt Angle's going to Japan?
What do you mean TNA wrestling?
What is TNA?
That was a classic like Ric Flair like line too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing like the Legends Roundtable, and he's like, "What is what is TNA?" And then like I think he showed up like 2 years later.
2 years later, he has a run in TNA.
As Fortune.
Yeah.
Which I was like, Fortune always like ticked me off because one, it's like, okay, we're spinning off from the Four Horsemen, but it didn't even have 4 guys.
There was like
it had
18 people in Fortune.
There were like 17 people in Fortune. But I'm like, there's 4 in the title, so who's the 4?
Who's the 4?
Who's the 4 in Fortune?
It's like Flair, AJ, and
Kazarian,
Money,
Matt Morgan, Doug Williams.
Doug Williams. Was Bischoff in Fortune at one point?
No, he was an Immortal, and then Immortal gobbled up Fortune. I have on my podcast, I had my friend Dedrian on, and we talked about the worst in TNA, and it's coming out Tuesday.
Nice.
I didn't get like the one that like podcast that made me like lose faith in humanity. Like I had Pat the Wise Man on, and we talked about the Authority storyline for 3.5 hours.
Oh God.
And I was like you could hear during the entirety of the podcast, like we are just like defeated. Like this doesn't get any better. Like it was like the saddest like I think I've ever been during the podcast.
This doesn't get any better.
Yeah, I'm like because like we're an hour in and we're just covering like I think Seth as WWE champion. And I'm like, I'm just like, this ain't gonna get better.
No, we're just gonna keep digging this hole.
Yeah. And then it's like, then we get like to the end during like I think the Roman Triple H match because that's like when the Authority like as a faction really ended. Yeah. And we were both like dude, and because before like I do like an episode, I'm like, all right, if we go like usually go an hour 30. Like if you want to go longer, we could go longer. It doesn't really matter. But it's like 3.5 hours, and I'm just like, dude, like this could be a 2-parter, but I'm just gonna release the whole thing because I can't listen to the whole thing and edit it again.
No way. I mean, fuck, that's like when we were doing like 93 Raw.
Oh yeah.
Dude, some of those months we were like, this shit fucking sucks.
Yes.
So bad. Giant Gonzalez, no.
Oh God. Bastion Booger.
Bastion Booger. He's just putting his dick in people's faces. Just fuck that.
Yeah, what do you mean the goon?
What do you mean the goon?
What do you mean he was thrown out of the hockey? Which hockey league?
Which hockey? Was it the NHL or was it his random beer league? Like what are we doing here, guys? We haven't even hit the goon yet. Just wait until we get to 95. Woo!
Technically, we left off on like we could do December unless we just want to skip to 95.
We can do the December 94 because it's pretty quick.
Like I had a poll on Instagram of like, oh, what episode do you want? And like for a future. So it was like the worst TNA was on there. It was the Kevin Nash PCS tournament. It was it was RK Bro, and it was Bullet Club Civil War. And RK Bro and Bullet Club Civil War were like neck and neck. I was like, all right, I get to cover something fun. And then the worst of TNA just like skyrocketed. I'm just like, do people want me to like be happy doing my show, or just me just being absolutely miserable? So I took one of my friends who voted for worse than TNA. I'm like, no, you're coming with me.
You're coming with me.
I don't need you as a guest. I need you as my emotional support.
Because you know how bad this is going to get.
Because there is like a point where it's like, it gets terrible. Like people like to complain about AEW, like being, oh, it's WCW 2000, like TNA bad. I'm like, no, you haven't lived that. You haven't lived that. I'm like, take that back right now.
Dude, seriously, like all the people that are like that dog walk on AEW all the time, it's just like, dude, watch 2010 TNA.
Yeah, like it's like the Bischoff Hogan era was just like, it made me very uncomfortable.
The Nasty Boys had a run in 2010.
Not only that, Sean Morley had a run in 2010.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking.
He beat Daniels at a pay-per-view. I think it was Genesis, and you saw like the audience in the hard cam like turn around and like turn their backs the entire show.
Dude, you're gonna have Val Venus beat Christopher Daniels? Like, come on, dude.
Like I had a Bald Bro on, and I'm like, oh, like as usual, I'm like, yeah, pick a topic, we'll cover it, I'll research it. And he's like, 2019 WWE. I'm like, do you want me to like not be your friend anymore?
Dog shit era WWE,
Oh my
dude.
God, literally with the dog food.
Yeah,
The dog food. And it was funny because I think it was I was talking to Pat, and no, it was either Pat or it was it was James from Ruthless Talk, and he was at that show with the the dog food.
oh
too.
no.
And I'm like, this is why I took like a decade break of going to live events, because one's like last live event, like I was like a teenager, and just like some people were just like yelling these obscene things, and I'm like, I'm good. But also I'm like, I don't want to experience this in a seat.
Yeah, no. Well, that's like the only live WWE show Dad Hat ever went to was Kennel from Hell. And he was like, it wasn't the last match, so the entire arena for the rest of the show just smelled like dog crap.
Because they kept like pooping and just like trying to like mate.
Yeah, the entire time. It's like the dogs aren't vicious; they're scared and humping. Like,
as you do when you're scared.
As you do.
How are we signing this contract Tuesday?
I feel like that's when we're going to see another person debut. Or even like, imagine he's about to sign those 4 guys that we just saw. Just like attack them.
Yeah. Do you know what they should do?
What's up?
Out of irony and assholeness, Malachi Black interrupt him.
I wouldn't put him on NXT though.
Or who's the other one?
Miro.
Just have another AEW guy just to like interrupt Ricky Starks, because I'm a dick.
Lexus King.
I wouldn't mind that. They're not going to change his name.
No, I don't think they would change his name.
I think he's wanting to pull people's strings because people are freaking out because they're thinking about changing.
Like I'm a fan of the Ricky Starks name. I was like, I made a video on it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. Then I had somebody saying it's like, oh, you're defending $1 billion company for changing people's names. I'm like, no, I even said in the video, like, I don't care for it, but I understand for marketing and business reasons. And he just went on this whole entire rant. He called me like a stooge, and then he tried to call me a corporate stooge, but it auto-corrected into a corporate stage. So I'm a corporate stage.
I am the corporate stage now.
I am the corporate stage.
I don't know what copyright issues there would be since he owns the name.
But that's the thing. Like sometimes you can make a deal, other times you can't. Like Cody Rhodes had like he owns the name, so it's like anytime like merchandise is made, like he gets not only like his contract percentage on the merchandise, but another bump in that.
I mean, They did it with Ethan Page, so I wouldn't be shocked if they did it with Ricky.
No,
They did
yeah,
Ethan Page. They did with Samoa Joe, AJ Styles.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
They've
AJ
done
owns
it.
the logo too, so it's like he allows them
Yeah.
to sell it.
I saw him correct people on that on Twitter the other night.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, he's got the Ring of Honor gloves. He's like, I own that.
Mm.
They just used it.
You think I'm gonna stop using perfectly good gloves?
Yeah, come on now. You know how much these cost
Yeah.
in this economy?
Yeah, customized.
Yeah, I got them in every color. I'm not gonna scrap these.
Yeah. Oh, the
Slow
Rock.
cooked.
The Rock was in the
Little
promo
Smokies
package.
are delicious.
Oh, the Rock was in the promo package.
Yeah, the Rock was like they showed Ethan and Rock talking.
Ah,
I'm like, NXT superstar The Rock. I remember him.
I remember him.
I remember
NXT superstar,
The Rock.
former NXT champion, The Rock.
Yeah. Why else would he have that belt?
Why else does he have the People's Championship?
NXT is the show of the people. It's not NXT, it's NXW.
NXW.
Yeah, that's what I name my Tuesday streams for NXT.
Nice. Hell
Just
yeah.
it's NXT with NXW.
NXW. Love it.
Now, is this technically an unsanctioned match between Javon and Ethan Page?
Yes.
I believe so.
Well,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah. He's just Javon like signed away his like NXT's rights to like they're not accountable for anything that happens to him.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me of something I talked about in the TNA podcast. So, do you guys know what Feast or Fired is?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So, Feast or Fire, Bree, do you know?
I don't think so.
So,
No,
Feast or
it's-
Fired, like you have 4 briefcases hanging. So it's kind of like Money in the Bank, but it's like a pole match. So it's like one briefcase has like a world title shot, second briefcase X Division tag title shot, and then the fourth one is the person gets fired. So Chavo Guerrero was a part of TNA, and then he got the fired briefcase, and then they try to legitimately fire him because he won the fired briefcase.
I legit
Yeah.
he was teaming with Hernandez at that time, right?
They either quietly ended it or like he had a brief singles run for a little bit
Yeah.
after.
I forgot that until I was watching because Triller TV has some like random TNA pay-per-views on it.
Mhm.
And I was watching one, I was like, oh yeah, Chavo and Hernandez is a tag team. This is weird.
Technically,
that.
they defeated Kurt Angle, AJ Styles at Bound for Glory with
Yeah.
Daniels and Kazarian. So they just defeated all the TNA originals and Kurt Angle.
Beat the 3 people that basically built TNA and Kurt Angle,
The biggest draw in TNA.
the biggest draw in TNA.
That AJ Styles Kurt Angle team was just weird.
Yeah.
There was a time that weird storyline where they had AJ Styles and Tomko jump from Angle to Christian.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
back and forth. The
That
Angle Alliance and then Team Coalition.
It was the Christian Coalition, and then it was the Angle Alliance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
right.
a weird storyline.
I liked it because like AJ Styles as like a comedic heel was so entertaining.
Oh dude, him is like a doofus heel.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Prince of Phenomenal. Like
Yes.
with the crown, and then he took to Karen Angle to Gatorland.
Yeah.
What the
What do you mean?
fuck?
Oh, already. Oh,
Javon, what the hell?
okay.
That explains why the table was so far up. Because I was like, I was thinking, has anybody else noticed that the commentary table was up like
Yeah,
mad
it
close?
seems pretty close.
You know what would be really funny? I don't think this is the direction, but that group that we saw earlier,
Mhm.
what if it's Corey Graves who's behind it?
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That'd be
I
pretty
actually
funny.
would love that.
Yeah.
This company won't take me seriously, so I'm taking it over.
Yeah. Because, Vic Joseph was on SmackDown yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are.
God, the people talking about on Twitter about how Vic Joseph was there and Corey Graves didn't get the call. Hilarious.
See, your first mistake was you went on Twitter. That's where you went wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it because of like the play, because like I could watch like WWE Speed is a fun show, just like a quick 3 minutes to kill. I could just watch this quick little match, but it's like there are some takes where it's like they gain traction, and I'm just like, this is why nobody books. This is why I don't share my fantasy booking.
Right.
Because I think $1 million idea is so Ruka, since they're on the CW with NXT, becomes a surfing vampire. Because CW, Vampire Diaries, tie-in, perfect. Granted, it's canceled, but it's like
it's canceled. But
if you know any WWE gimmick, they usually start the gimmick when it's the tail end of the popularity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like in tradition. And plus, it's a surfing vampire.
I mean, come on. You can print money with that.
Like, look at little vampire tease gets she loses the title after getting hit with garlic. Just like books itself.
I'm loving their team up with Zarya.
Yeah, it's a fun team. It's like a fun pairing, like the Odd Couple pairing. I believe it is.
They posted a video today on their social media, and it was like they're doing a bunch of athletic stuff like around California or around Florida.
Them playing like beach volleyball and shit.
And it was under that, and they're like,
handstand.
I saw a bunch of comments, and it was like, Zarya, you're from Australia. You should know how to play volleyball.
Kayfabe, brother, kayfabe.
I was just like, that's hilarious. Just because she's from a country doesn't mean she knows how to play.
Listen, I live a 20-minute drive from the ocean. You don't see me surfing.
Yeah. It's like,
Kane was born in Spain, and he didn't speak Spanish.
There you go.
He became a mayor instead, which I didn't really see coming. But you know what? That's on me. I should have expected it.
Yeah, did not see that one coming.
I think Matt Morgan's like a governor or a councilman or something like that.
He's also a councilman in some city, also in Florida.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so going to wrestling, your chances of going into politics is a lot higher than people would think.
Yeah,
I think he's in the same.
For the right.
I think he's in the same town that Drake Younger was trying to run in.
Oh yeah, Drake Younger was a thing, wasn't he?
Was a thing.
Yeah, was a thing. Yeah.
Hey, Husky.
Yes, Mike.
You want to tell Richie your story?
I grew up with Drake Younger.
It's so funny.
He lived in the same neighborhood as me when we were kids.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
He's the one that got me into like wrestling outside of the US.
That's dope.
Because I was wearing like an OG NWO shirt, and he was like, "Oh man, dude, come over." So I go over to his house, and he's got all these crazy like FMW tapes and like IWA Japan stuff. Yeah, dude, stuff. I was like 11. He's like a year older than me. So yeah, we're like 11 and 12, and he's like, "Dude, check this out," and he's showing me like Hayabusa and Onita stuff.
Oh,
and, like,
that is crazy.
IWA Japan. I'm like, this is crazy. Because he was like, "You watch ECW?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, so you like Sabu?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, check this out. It's like Sabu and Mike Awesome and FMW." I'm like, "What the hell is this?"
So it's funny. I actually, my dad, he played on, I think it was a football team with MJF's dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, awesome. I like when MJF was first starting out, like I would talk to him like somewhat like very nice dude, very nice guy. I'm killing this like gimmick, but it's like very nice guy, like absolutely respectful, like when he first started out.
Good human being, actually.
Like he's very solid. I had some cool exchanges with him, so he was always good. Bear Bronson also talked to him a little bit. Like again, very cool guy.
Yeah, I've heard Bronson's really cool.
Yeah,
I've heard he's a really cool guy.
I did DM Tyson Kidd. This is during the phase where I thought I could be a wrestler. I still could be, but I'm like, I need to protect the bot a little bit.
Oh shit!
But yeah, another nice guy.
Yeah, I've heard like nothing but like good things about MJF outside of the business, being like actually like just like a really decent dude.
Yeah. Which is why when it's like ever like there's like a backstage story of like it's like, oh, he did XYZ. I'm like, no, he was in the right. I don't care what he did. He was in the right.
He was in the right.
And that's not because I'm from Long Island. That's because I knew, like I met him, but I just can't picture it.
It's like I've met the man. It doesn't make sense.
No, yeah. You're wrong, dirt sheets.
Shut
why
up, Brian Alvarez.
That's why it's like my goal is to like make a show called The Clean Sheets and just
The
spread
clean sheets.
The clean
Yes,
sheets.
I love it.
Why spread some dirt sheets when you could give clean sheets to everybody?
I love it. You already got the tagline and everything. That's beautiful.
You see, this is what I do. I book stuff, great stuff. I have too much creativity and time on my hands.
I understand and get that. Yeah, sorry, but that's just like my favorite Drake Younger thing. When somebody brings up Drake Younger, I just have to be a husky.
It's like, yeah, you gotta tell the story of growing up with Drake Younger. It's weird. He was never like that beforehand.
Yeah.
Getting clean off of meth and getting way into religion.
Oh, that was beautiful. Ethan Page, what the fuck?
Did you guys see that Road Dogg is I think co-lead writer for SmackDown?
Oh, he's back with the company? I thought
he was in he was in like the travel department.
Yeah.
Before. But now he's like the writer again. And I'm just like watching I was streaming SmackDown for a couple weeks. And I was like, and those 3-hour shows like you thought The Authority was bad. Still was, but it's like that. But like this was like, I'm like, oh my god! Like my friend had to like hop on the live, and he's like, "You're not doing great." Like it's like hour 2. I'm just like, I'm really not. I'm just like so tired.
Yeah, SmackDown has been
taking it back to.
Explains a lot that Road Dogg's the one writing it. No offense to the guy. But
well, he went on Twitter, like he went on like Twitter rants when he was just a writer on SmackDown, and he defended it, and he said the fans were wrong for cheering for Becky Lynch over Charlotte when they had the same exact obstacle. And I'm just like, you didn't watch your own show.
You're clearly not watching the product.
Yeah. And then we saw the next year was 2019 WWE, and I'm like, how dare you? I'm like, how dare you?
How dare you? Damn.
Jeez. Oh, boy.
Deadlock Pro trains really great wrestlers.
Yes, they do.
Great podcast, too.
I love Deadlock so much. I owe them a sandwich for the amount of shit that I've stolen from them that I use in my normal lexicon now.
Oh my god, it's like me and my friend Ash, we quote it all the time.
Yeah.
Like it gets bad. It gets pretty bad.
Deadlock Pro's got a podcast?
You don't know about the Deadlock podcast?
Oh my god, MJ.
Dude.
It is the greatest thing that I've
listened to. I'm sending you Deadlock shit. You have to watch it.
So it's CM Pulse, it's Tony Pizza Guy, and it's Johnny from New Legacy Inc. And they all have a podcast where they rewatch different episodes of like wrestling TV in the past.
Oh.
And it's like the funniest thing.
Oh,
that's great.
Dude. You will watch one episode and you'll be like, hey, I get all of the references that he makes now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's getting fucked big style.
The long way.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The long way. Oh my god, he did a Phoenix 630 off the ladder. I mean, in commentary was saying ski, and I mean this. Whoa. Holy fuck.
I love their TNA recaps because I'm just like, you're saying everything that's coming to mind. Because they just did the Jeff Hardy like heel turn like the day after, and it was like a half-hour segment of no wrestling.
Yes.
And there was just no wrestling the entire show.
Oh my god, dude.
My son!
My son!
My son!
I posted it in some of the group chats today, but that backstage segment with AJ and Jeff Hardy after Jeff's thing
Oh,
situation.
the
with
Victory
Sting.
Road thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like, it's heartfelt, but that is an awkward thing to like put on screen because you can tell that AJ is like legitimately pissed.
Like he legitimately wants to fight Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, like Matt Morgan was cool. Like Matt Morgan was like, look, I went through the same thing, this, that, and the other thing. Like you gotta earn some shit. Devon was like, how Devon expected to be. Like, he's cool. AJ is like, nah, you should be fired. You should be fired.
You taking food off my family? What the fuck, man?
I was like, oh,
his little like mouthpiece came out.
Yeah, twist the
yeah.
Oh damn!
I was about to say.
Oh, that was the last match.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Hey, you won with the twist of fate.
No, I feel like Javon could have won that.
You could have, but you gotta keep the story going, brother.
True.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna give that one to Javon too, but
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where this goes.
I am too now.
It also makes sense because Javon was more focused on revenge than winning the match, and that's what cost him.
Right.
Okay. See, go.
This is why I'm the booker of NXT.
This is why I am the booker.
This is why when you see the show, I'm like, yeah, I
Hold
did
up.
that.
They had Eddie Thorpe beat Trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't here.
I was eating little smokies.
It's a good match.
That was on you.
That's on you.
Touche.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
He put the capsule in.
No, it's definitely
Vial with the blood.
I just wasn't expecting it.
Because it is like neon red.
Yeah, it's neon one and like super watery.
That's like the whatchamacallit, what was it? The green like the green ooze from like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, but like with red.
Oh yeah.
So
that spirit Halloween blood.
So Will, I guess, tweeted after the new guys popped up.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What in the retribution is this shit?"
Like fair.
No.
Look, it was like a cool concept, and then like the Hurt Business, their big mistake is like, oh, a new faction's debuting tonight, and it's just like people like throwing Molotov cocktails outside the arena. I'm like, that's the new faction, and then
like no, throwing Molotov cocktails at like a dumpster.
Yeah, having like a chainsaw like destroy the ropes.
Yeah, it's like what are we doing here,
like,
guys?
Jay Hayes just did an interview. I think it was with Chris Van Vliet, and he was like, "We all thought the gimmick and the concept was cool when we were told about it, and then it just kind of shit the bed the first night."
Wasn't that the Mustafa Ali?
Yeah.
Interview? Yeah.
So it's like another thing was Dijak was talked about it because it's like, remember they were like destroying Raw and SmackDown, and then they went to Raw, and that's because Fox didn't want Retribution on their show.
Yeah,
because there were some like parallels on there with real life stuff.
It was very much the same situation with Muhammad Ali when they abducted Undertaker in 2005.
Muhammad Ali or Muhammad
Hassan?
Yeah, Muhammad Hassan.
I was gonna say Muhammad Ali. I'm just saying if like Muhammad Ali did that.
Muhammad, it was very much the same aspect with Hassan and Undertaker in 2005.
Except they didn't like they had time to like say it's like, hey, let's not air this segment.
Yeah, they definitely had time to edit that out.
Yeah, and not like the rolling text where it's like, this might be offensive to people.
Right. Yeah.
And then like Muhammad Hassan, like again, he got a Raw deal too.
Yeah, they didn't give him a fair shot at all.
His shoot interviews and Davare's shoot interviews about how he was treated backstage.
It's terrible.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Like in his defense, it's just like I remember like the camel clutch story because like Kurt said like dead serious that it's like you gotta protect your finish, and like he went to Eddie about that, and Eddie's like, my dad invented that move, and Muhammad Salah was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and Eddie's like, yeah, it's cool, but it's like then other people heard it, and then they're like, you're disrespecting the business, kid.
It's like I talked to him and apologized for it. Like,
and the thing is, it's like you got advice from like 2 veterans too, where it's like Kurt and Eddie. So it's like people are just like starting stuff.
A certain name that doesn't get talked about anymore. Treated him and shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I mean, you're taking advice from an Olympic gold medalist and arguably the greatest luchador of all time.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's like, come on, man. Oh, yeah. Stephanie Vicker. I do appreciate that we don't have the random shots of people watching the television from the side anymore when they're watching matches.
The Bret Hart.
Yeah. Like, hands in the pocket, just looking at the day.
Hands in the pocket. It's the dad on Thanksgiving, like keeping one eye on the game, one eye on the food.
Other eye on the kid.
The other eye on the kids.
Let's see. And Roxanne's on Raw, I believe. Yeah. Next Monday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has the qualifier. Oh, looks like we're
Hey, it's losers on my screen.
Hey, it's the best United States champion ever.
I like theory, but
it's a joke. It's a joke.
I was about to say about that was Booker T.
They didn't give him a chance. They didn't really give him a chance, unfortunately.
They once the situation with the old man happened.
Yeah.
They kind of were like, yeah.
It's like we got to make him like start from the bottom again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you the Triple H treatment.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on top. Something's gonna happen, and then you're just gonna have to eat plates of shit until
it's so weird hearing Grayson Waller's music.
I feel like Austin Theory is like the fusion dance version between like prototype John Cena and prototype Randy Orton, like Evolution Randy Orton.
Oh
that
my
is the
god,
greatest.
you're right. Yeah. Dude, you're right.
Yeah.
I can't see it now.
Yeah.
That is.
I mean, I always saw prototype John Cena, but the Evolution Randy Orton mixed into it too. It's like, yep, that makes perfect sense.
He's like, it's like you play like a 2K game or like a wrestling video game, and you're like, I want to like make my guy look like a legit wrestler, but I'm gonna give him all like the fun moves that you don't usually see.
Every time
the rolling drop kick, the suplex onto the knee, the spinning like 8 down under.
Oh,
I'm giving them all the crazy stuff.
Oh,
Austin Theory reminds me of a guy who would have fit in with the Natural Born Thrillers in WCW in 2000.
Don't put that on him. Don't put on. He can't help it.
Hey! I love him White Boy Summer. I love Natural Born Thrillers. Okay, their storylines are trash because Vince Russo. But goddamn it, those are four of the best. Those were some 4 great talents.
You gotta put.
I say 4 because they also had Mike fucking Sanders and
bro.
Don't you dare say anything bad about above average Mike Sanders,
bro. I got a brilliant idea. We have all these young guys here, and we're just going to put them in a faction, bro. It is a great idea. They'll get over, bro. It's over.
See, I know you're from that area and you can do that really well.
I'm from Long Island. He's from Long Island. I know how to do the accent.
I was gonna say you can lean into it and channel it.
That was holy shit,
bro. Here's an idea. We put a.
If I wasn't looking, I would have thought Vince was in the room. Like that was.
We put a pinata on a pole.
All right, he's got Vince Russo. I need to work on Jim Cornette.
Oh, we just do like a gimmick pod.
Now look here, motherfucker.
No, you should work on an Ed Ferrara.
I really should. No.
I
don't. No. Like we're trying to like keep serotonin, not like decrease it.
Damn.
Y'all remember when I did Oklahoma? Yeah, fuck you for that.
Yeah, that's not cool,
dude.
And then like I'm not sure if he was the one that created the what was
I
the
just
TNA
not realized
match.
the women were main eventing.
Yeah.
I legit was not paying attention to that.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
He created what?
Progressive. he like I think Ed Ferrara and him helped create the electrified steel cage match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Ed.
Yeah.
You
And
know
I just
what?
love that. I love that the whole lockdown pay-per-view just came after a joke from Dusty.
Yeah.
Why don't we just make everything in a cage, baby?
And
Oh,
everyone's
that's a
like,
great idea. No.
it's not what I meant.
I was making a joke, baby.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a pay-per-view off of a joke from Dusty. I know I'm a genius, but come on now.
My favorite Dusty story on he was head booker for TNA, but they were doing the JBL Eddie match for the bull rope, and they just and Vince is like, call Dusty, and they're like, Vince, Dusty's working for TNA, and he's like, call Dusty. So it's like Bruce is like, Dusty, we have a bull rope match. Can you think of a finish? And that's the finish we saw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you heard the stories about him booking shows in his office with nothing on but a t-shirt?
No, but now I'm a little bit. Yeah.
So Dustin was telling these stories because I guess a few guys in WCW in '99 and '98 were like came up to him like, "Hey, you got to tell your dad to like put clothes on." And it's just like he goes in to talk to his dad, and his dad is in a wife beater and nothing else, and he's booking the show.
I mean, he's doing his job.
He's like, and he'd be like, "Hey, Dad, your balls are hanging."
No, son, I can't put pants on. I gotta book this show.
Jeez.
Okay, Oba, kick the white boys' asses.
Holy shit!
Reparations.
Over. I need this on Black History Month. Is Obafemi beating the shit out of two white boys?
And one being from one of the most racist countries in the world.
What, America?
Australia's bad.
Say what, America?
No.
Ooh.
I have friends.
That looked clean.
That was very clean.
That was very beautiful. No, Australia, I hear, is way worse.
Yeah, makes sense. Probably. I don't know.
I mean, there's a show in Australia later today.
I was gonna say there's a show in Australia.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was happening.
Yeah,
They
just be
showed Rhea
careful.
Ripley was there.
And just be careful. There are spoilers about. I know this because I was spoiled for the entire show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw Wheezy tweet about it. She was like, I opened up Facebook, and as soon as I see it, it's a Grand Slam spoiler. I was like, I'm sorry.
And the thing is, it's like what I could do. I'm like, I can make a video on it and then release it as it happens. So that's what
the game.
That's what happens when there's spoilers out. I'm just like, let me make a video for like whatever spoiler I see, so then I can post it right as it happens.
That's genius.
I love that idea. Actually.
Richie,
I did that.
Grayson, if you.
I did that with Roman's return in SummerSlam last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just like it was like 20K right like that. I was like, all right, cool.
I think I found something here. I'm gonna keep doing this.
Hear me out, guys.
Hear me out.
What if Roman returns at SummerSlam? I know, genius.
I know.
I am.
I'm not calling myself an oracle, but
these zebra boxer shorts are kind of.
Oh,
I don't know how I feel about them.
Ow.
Jeez.
Oh, God. Ow.
Yeah, just tested. Ow, Theory. Ow.
Yeah, dude.
And you know the running in the air made that worse.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Have we learned nothing from being by the table?
Yeah.
Not yet, no.
Oh,
Not until the table
Oh
breaks.
my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. All right.
Oh. Don't put him through that.
Don't.
Oh.
Oof. I feel like with Theory and Waller, Like we're not gonna see him split until like Waller eliminates Theory at like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal or something. Because I want I want them in like higher positions, but I'm just like, we're seeing like how stories play out. We ain't getting it told for a while.
Yeah, they will continue to. Jesus,
it's so drawn out. Oh my god.
It's so drawn out. Like it's looked like Theory was the one who was going babyface, and now I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think Theory, like in his meet and greets, he's like a very sweet human being.
Yeah. I know a couple of people that have met him at shows and said nothing but great things about him.
Yeah. Despite having like, you know, a beard like that, because that is like A tier. Like you are definitely like a Chad, like or Brad, like
extremely punchable face.
Yeah. Like it's not like Sammy Guevara level.
Yeah, it's nowhere near that level.
Yeah, because like, and I like Sammy Guevara. It's just like because I want his babyface run to work, but I'm just like, it's the face. That's the thing.
Yeah, he just looks like a heel. Like,
like some people can't help it.
Right.
It's kind of like the inverse that Jack Perry had for a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
until
like,
this whole like scapegoat thing.
Yeah.
Like,
where has he been?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's what I criticize, and it's like it's not like exclusive to one company, you know. It's like what they did with Shinsuke, what they did with Daniel Garcia. They win the championship and then they do nothing.
Yeah, they win the title and then they're just kind of like just mess around
until it's ready time to drop it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's always with Shinsuke though, which I don't understand. Like his U.S. title run, the first one, the IC title run, all of them.
Never did it. He never defended it ever. Like. You can't book it on a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And you beat Apollo Crews for nothing? You ruined him for nothing?
Yeah, you literally ruined Apollo Crews for nothing.
And I like Apollo.
Reason. I love Apollo Crews. Like, I want him to do big things because I remember seeing him on the indies and being like, this guy is a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Oh
boy.
Oh. That's going to ruin your weekend right there.
You ain't going to have a shoey after that one.
No.
Not at all.
You might be peeing blood there, mate.
Ryan the Vegemite.
Ryan the Vegemite.
Have y'all ever had Vegemite?
No.
Yeah, it's as bad as what you think it is.
Oh, I've had it too. Yes, it is garbage.
Yeah, when I went to Fest in 2018. Yeah, it was the first year I went. We in our hotel, we were right next door to a bunch of people from Australia. And like they came over and were like hanging out with us because my friend that went with me knew them already. And they're like, you ever tried Vegemite? I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, hang on. Ran to their room, brought a tiny jar, and I couldn't get the taste out of my mouth for like 12 hours.
Yeah, I just know of Vegemite because of the Rocket Power like Down Under special when they were like doing like the X Game thing. Like that's that's the only reason I know Vegemite.
When I was a freshman in high school, the Australian high school national basketball team played a few games at our school. They hung out at our school for like a week. Yeah, they had nice tower, dude.
Damn.
I was kind of hoping like Oba did like a Poison Rana theory.
That would be crazy.
But yeah, I tried it when they were there at our school. It was the first time I ever saw someone do a shoey too.
Yeah, they tried to get me to do one, and I was just like, you are out of your mind. But I did make an Australian drink Malort, and I ruined his day, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was for the Vegemite.
This was payback.
I saw three boys do shoeys with Red Bull. And I was like, I don't know what I just saw.
I don't know what's more disgusting, the shoe or the Red Bull.
I'll say Red Bull by itself is kind of funky already.
Yeah.
and then you mix it in with foot, and then
That
it's
re-
just bad news bears, dude.
That reminds me of the Simpsons joke. It's like, do you have anything to drink? And they get this awful taste out of it. It's like, well, we have Mountain Dew or clam juice. Ugh, I'll take a clam juice.
Oh, I shouldn't have drank all that clam juice. You got a bathroom in there? No, only gosh.
See, I was more upset that the sons of bitches did the shoeies and Jordans. I was like, y'all ruin perfectly good shoes right now. Y'all pissing me off.
Well, when you have FU money, you can do anything.
100%.
Yeah.
Very angry about that. Really?
Ooh,
Oh, nice. That was a clean. Like all these moves have been clean. Like the Tower of Doom, the table break.
Yeah. They've all been.
That shit's fucking buffering.
It is really, really good.
Well, you're missing a 5-star match. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
like imagine this is a match of the decade contender.
First off,
This is the greatest triple threat I've ever seen in my life. This
First
beats
off-
Unbreakable 2005.
Beats Rock, Taker, and Angle from 02.
First off, Theory's in it. Never going to be a 5-star match.
That's a lie.
you shut your mouth.
That's a lie.
Jesus. He's just saying it to piss Brie off of this.
Yeah.
I am. I've really
Yeah.
tried to just get a rise out of Brie tonight.
One of these
What
times,
is this?
I'm just gonna shut my camera off. I'm not coming back.
Oh.
Oh wow. Oof.
Oh.
Oh wow. Look at this. Oh boy. Good gravy. Theory's a very underrated bumper.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
His
Yes,
selling
he
is
is.
great.
And I'm not talking about like that one time it was that stunner and then he just jumped into the RKO.
In all honesty,
He
I've been
flew.
watching Theory since he was in Evolve, and I'm a huge Austin Theory fan.
Yeah.
I just really, really love getting a rise out of Brie.
Just don't bring up Caveman.
Caveman.
If you know who I'm talking about when I say Caveman.
Oh,
What?
yeah,
You don't
Von
wanna talk about
Wagner.
Von Wagner for
Oh,
fucking.
fuck.
Von Wagner.
That
You're-
generic asshole.
Bree's goat. Oh, shit.
What'd he
That
do?
will set me off.
Jeez.
Damn, that table broke in the
Tossed him.
smithereens. Woo. That was disgusting.
He tossed him, too.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he punched the chair.
Whoa.
Okay, Theory, that was amazing. That was actually a good
Wait,
TVT.
wait.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
This is where the breakup happens.
Let's fucking go.
Uh,
I knew I liked you, Grayson Waller. You're my new favorite.
Bree, she's already pissed at me. Don't get her pissed at you also. I remember when Austin Theory was managed by Gigi Dolan in Evolve.
Oh, yeah.
It was an interesting duo.
That's right. She was his manager for a minute.
Priscilla, that was her name.
Yeah,
Priscilla Kelly.
Oh my goodness.
You just tossed him like a sack of potatoes. That was awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Stunner!
Oh,
Hell!
Holy shit, that was crazy.
good
That
pop too.
stunner was amazing.
Like I understand why he doesn't do it on the main roster. He changed it to the flatliner. But
Yeah,
it's like I miss the stunner version.
the stunner version is a million times better in my opinion.
Yeah. Like it's the perfectly amount of complex.
Mhm.
That was a really, really good match. I'll
That
give
was a
it
really
to
good match.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
I don't think Oba's ever had like a bad match.
No,
No.
I haven't seen him do anything like that would be like remotely considered bad.
Yeah.
He's
For a guy who literally came to the country right in high school and learned to play football and then just picked up pro wrestling just because. He's really fucking good.
And has done so well at it.
Yeah, he's really fucking good.
Like absurdly well.
Yeah. Like he just like took to it like a fish to water. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Like
And
just give like Oba all the belts.
make him the belt collector. Oh,
Yeah.
lights are out.
Oh, hell yeah, they're back.
Is it that faction again?
Wait.
It's aces and eights.
Aces and eights.
They have Dog Gallows. Bring back the
Oh,
Aces and
oh yeah, they are back.
Yeah.
They're all cool. Oh, are we gonna find out who the leader is?
It's
Or are
gotta
they
be
all
somebody,
equals?
somebody big for a leader.
Oh,
Yeah.
If it's Aleister Black,
Who is it?
oh, they all just ran in.
huh?
Booker T.
Who is this?
So, funny story. The one in the hoodie,
Oh,
sure.
what the fuck? That's wild.
that was a great fucking collarbone.
Jeez.
Woo!
So the one in the hoodie, Sugars, he's a Deadlock Pro guy.
Mhm.
So before this gimmick came up, during NXT live events, he was doing this like black man like over white girls gimmick on the live events,
Mhm.
and his fucking finisher was called the Snow Bunny Plunge.
That sounds very independent.
that is an indie ass name for a finisher. If I've
No,
ever
that
heard
was
it.
just while he was doing the NXT live events before he made this.
The Snow Bunny Plunge. That's
Yeah,
insane.
his original gimmick was supposed to be because he was supposed to be teaming up with what's his name that's been really creepy on NXT, like over Nikita.
Oh, Ashanti.
Ashanti?
Yeah, I guess that was supposed to be the original storyline for, and then they came up with this. I read,
Huh. All right.
but yeah, he was using a finisher called the Snow Bunny Plunge, and I was like, well, that's probably not going to go over well on TV.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, you know, sponsors and whatnot. You can't really do that.
And then you're gonna have a bunch of kids asking what a fucking snow bunny is.
Yeah.
Don't need to whatchamacallit, risk the brilliant sponsors that WWE has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't lose that that Prime sponsorship. And,
I find it ironic, like all the beverage sponsors that they have, I don't want to see them on my television.
yeah, always, dude. Like the Prime thing, Hogan's terrible beer.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, my buddy and I, when we watch PLEs, like we're so committed to the bit, we will buy every WWE sponsor, like sponsored thing. So it's like for the Rumble, we got like Prime, we got like Slim Jim, we got like all those, and those were like our like charcuterie board snacks.
That's hilarious.
That's what we do. We just commit to the bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
We didn't get the Real American beer because one, I don't know where it is, and two, I don't. drink
Ariana
beer.
Grace. I love this
Yeah.
girl.
Well, she was on a excursion
Yeah.
because I heard she knows a guy in TNA.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. She knows somebody high up.
Yeah, you
High
know,
up in TNA.
could be your father.
Look at the devil and he shall appear.
Oh, holy shit, that was cool.
Yes.
Book the show.
Yeah. I told you guys I work for the company.
Yeah, I mean, no one believes me.
No. You can't sit there
Yeah.
and say that they don't listen.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and say they don't, because they definitely
My proudest accomplishment was I made a video saying I'm like SmackDown needs to end with Roman Reigns like on his phone saying call the wise man, and that SmackDown they did it.
Yeah.
And that's my highest viewed video of all
Oh.
time. And they're like, how did you know? I'm like, I work for the company.
I'm clairvoyant. What can I say?
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
know. I wonder, like, if anybody like from Wrestle Talk, it's like they have an idea and they like have a meeting and they see the video and they're like, "Who leaked this?" And it's just somebody guessing.
Like this. That's hilarious.
I like how people still think the Corey Graves and Booker T like rivalry is like real and legit,
Yeah.
and it's not. And
It's
they admitted
not.
to it many times that it's not.
Yeah. It's like, guys, you're being worked.
They
No,
better give that
you're
number
working
one
us right
contenders
now.
match to Jaden Parker.
It's like the McIntyre and LA Knight like heat where it's like, oh, it was for realsies. I'm like, if you say this like to a non-fan where it's like, so he got angry that he was like elimination was overshadowed. And then he tore up backstage. That's right.
Mhm.
And then they worked together on TV that Friday. Okay. But they pretended to be in a real fight, but it was in script. I'm like, that is correct.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
you
that's
sound like nuts. Official NXT contract signing. They're not saying his name.
Yeah, they're not saying his name.
Again, that's the intrigue with it. That they're doing the Scott Hall thing.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if he might be behind the four people.
Oh.
See, I was going to bring that up because when
Ricky
he
Ball.
made the video or when he came in on NXT on Tuesday,
Mhm.
he literally said, "You know who I am," but he didn't say that you don't know why I'm here part.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, he took a little Scott Hall reference."
Mhm.
So kind of love that. So Tuesday, NXT North American Championship #1 contender match. Jada Parker. Should it be Jada Parker?
Who's the other two? It's Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, and who?
I think it's the Russian chick who likes
Oh.
karate.
I think with
Petrick.
probably Kalani Jordan because they've been teasing like the heel turn. And I feel like this is the way you further that a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
It's like have Stephanie beat her and she just like snaps.
Yeah. Do you think we see Jordan Grace after the match?
Ooh.
I would kind of love that.
I like that.
Because she's officially like a roster member now.
Yeah. She's officially.
And she was
signed.
supposed to be coming to Florida, I think, last week. She
Yeah,
just
she
had
was-
to get her.
She was on the PC.
Yeah.
$10 or more on any dog food at Petco. There's no need to guess what the customers want. With SurveyMonkey, they want. Get started at surveymonkey.com/.
This is gonna be pretty cray cray. Do you guys remember the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view WWE had?
Yeah.
I was at that show.
Really?
Yeah, I was at that Fatal 4-Way show.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because I was remembering, I'm like, this reminds me like when the Nexus did their deal, and I'm like, oh yeah, Nexus was it? That was Nexus's first pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, and the thing is, it's like they didn't announce like half the card for the entire show.
Really.
Yeah, it was like we knew the Fatal 4-Way matches, but that was like it. Like, and I think Kofi and Drew too. Like, and those were the only matches like they announced ahead of time. The other ones were like on like the pay-per-view.
Oh, like they just announced it at the show.
Yeah, and it was just like Chris Jericho came out, and my friend was like, "It's like Jericho's not in the show." I'm like, "I'm not mad at it, but it's just like."
It's like, we have to watch Chris Jericho wrestle live.
Yeah,
Like, I don't care.
I mean, and it's like one of my favorite versions of Jericho, Suit Jericho.
Oh yeah, No Country for Old Men Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in current Jericho.
This learning tree thing is so bad.
Like I didn't mind it, but I'm like the payoff has to be Jericho takes like a 4 to 6 month break.
For real. He needs to just go ahead and take time off.
He's got to make like a tree and leave if you catch my drift.
Yeah. I mean, Fozzie's about to do another tour probably.
I'm like, Fozzy, make some more. And I actually don't mind Fozzy. I think they're a fine band.
I've seen Fozzy live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they played a show here in Savannah. They did the terrible rule of a one-hit wonder type band and play the big hit first.
Oh, did they play Enemy or Judas?
They played Judas first.
Ooh,
Half the crowd left after Judas.
that's crazy.
It was kind of fucked up. I felt really bad. I was like sitting there in the back, just like watching people leave, like, oh.
Well, also like Jericho singing live is much different than him studio version.
Definitely.
Because I saw like some live videos and I'm just like, the pitch is like really like he's trying to get like that high like rock star pitch, and it just does not work with the song.
No, he's trying to hit the hair metal highs and stuff, and I'm like, Chris, buddy.
But I'm like, Vossi has good songs like Drinking with Jesus, Painless,
Yeah.
like Sane.
Painless rocks. Like
Painless is really good. Like Elevator is also really good.
Yeah. Like I heard a bunch of songs of theirs that like I had never heard, and I'm like, damn, you know what? This is pretty solid.
Yeah, like they have like a solid like list too of like just like songs they can play, but it's just like I don't know what it is. Like Jericho has to have like a stake in AEW for him to be on TV this much and not take a break.
Yeah. I mean, he was like the first big signee outside of like the elite, so
he had to have like some incentive.
Either he's got an incentive or he's just like proving a point that like I am this company.
Yeah.
Like it's on my back.
Yeah.
I was the first ever champion. Like I have to be here all the time.
I was at World's End when that whole thing happened with like the tweet storm with Jericho and like the other person. Yeah. And it was like the most awkward I've ever been into like in a crowd. Like I left to use the bathroom during that match.
Ugh.
And I felt bad because that was like Sting's last appearance in New York.
Right.
So it's like I still saw like the rest of the match, but it's like the crowd was not into it.
Yeah, they were not feeling it.
I was also upset because they didn't play Powerhouse Hobbs theme music, and it was just like the Don Callis like a family theme music.
Dude, come on, give me the Hobbs theme.
I like Powerhouse Hobbs. Like again, give him all the belts and you're fine.
Why have they not put a belt on Powerhouse Hobbs?
They
had the tag, right?
They did TNT.
Oh, TNT, yes.
Like when he was part of QTV, but the problem is they kept putting him in factions. That didn't make sense.
No, just let him be a world beater on his own.
Like,
he can talk.
Talk. He has the presence.
He's got it all.
Yeah. Like, that's what
you know who he reminds me of? Very much a slightly less athletic new age version of Monty Brown.
I can definitely see that.
Like
his moveset reminds me a lot of Monty Brown.
Like it's a lot of like he's not as agile, but he still can go. You know?
Yeah.
Like he's very thick.
I would love to see him try to do a pounce.
I think he has before.
He's done one before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has. Before.
I'm pretty sure he did it to like Dante Martin, and it launched him like 3/4 of the way across the ring. Or no, it was Private Party.
Yeah, the
Isaiah Cassidy.
Yeah, I feel bad for them too because they had like the biggest win and they just did nothing with them.
Dude, I know. I feel so bad for those dudes.
Yeah. Like that's what I hate. Like AEW, they have like great build up to win the championship, but then after it's just like disappointing.
Yeah, like what do we do? What do we do from here?
Yeah, like it happened with Hangman's run, but thankfully
it's
that worked
happening
out.
With this John Moxley run. I don't know or care about this
No,
goddamn storyline.
that's just the Death Riders.
It's pissing me off.
Like,
Well, why don't you cope with it, MJ?
go
That was
cope with it, Maggle.
Yeah,
Cope with it, Maggle.
There's a lot of storylines in AEW that I'm just like,
like they're in like their ruthless aggression phase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like there are some like things that are hidden, but then it's like the main stuff. I'm just like, oof.
yeah, like
I'm
the
I'm
learning
here for
tree. How do you ruin Brian Keith? I don't know.
No, Brian Keith is the best part of that entire thing.
Brian Keith is the only reason to watch
Yeah.
the learning tree
And
stuff.
and Big Bill's been like very fun.
I was gonna say,
in-ring.
I heard
I'll go
Big
Big
Bill got a huge pop in Australia today.
My favorite
Yes,
like thing when Brian Keith landed today or yesterday for Grand Slam, he tweets out like 11-hour flight. I better see a kangaroo.
Brian Keith. Speaking of Deadlock, there's a 6-man tag from one of their shows. It was World's Strongest in 2023, I think.
Mhm.
It was the West Coast Wrecking Crew and Tom Lawler versus Brian Keith, Calvin Tankman, and Masato Tanaka.
That is a crazy team. That is
insane.
crazy.
I
I
saw
recently
clips
started
of that.
watching Calvin Tankman. I'm just like, oh, this guy is like good.
Dude. Yeah, I remember seeing him it was a GCW show that he was at. And first, he's from my home state. So he's from Indiana. So I'm a homer. I gotta give him some love. But then I watched him wrestle and I'm like, oh, this dude's serious business. Heavyweight hustle. And the name suits because good Lord.
He had a match in Portland a few months ago with Dijak
Oh, dude, I bet it went
for
crazy.
Prestige. That was just phenomenal.
I
I forgot how it because I have been able to watch a lot of like Dijak's like indie stuff.
Mhm.
So I forgot how well he can go. And then that match with Don and Calvin Tankman, I was like, oh shit, yeah, Dijak still has it in him.
100% he does.
Oh yeah.
It's like I want to get my High Spots account back just so I can rewatch Dijak and Keith Lee from Bola.
Yeah.
Seeing Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler in the front row, just like, what the hell is that?
What year is that?
17, 18?
It's like 2017, yeah.
Because like Keith gets signed, I think, in 18, 19?
Yeah. It was Bola 2016.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, not Bola. What's the other big one that they do?
Progress?
All-Star Weekend.
Oh, okay. Because I know they like did like the whole match. It was like the Punk Cabana thing where it's like they heard about this match, so they booked it everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like that was Dijak and Keith Lee.
Oh yeah, that was the 2010s Punk Cabana.
Yeah.
It's like these two dudes are on this card. Yep. Just run that match back that you did in PWG.
Yeah, I hope we see Keith Lee back, but his health is more important. So
yeah, exactly.
So same thing with Luchasaurus, but it seems like he's doing better.
Yeah, I've been hearing that, and I'm really glad to hear it.
Hey, Husky.
What up?
Guess what I just found?
What up? What'd you find?
Keith Lee versus Donovan Dijak from Bola.
Oh, it was from Bola. Yeah. Dude, watch that match.
Bola 2017.
You remember the crazy NXT match that they had?
Yes. Oh, I've seen this match.
I
I just wanted to see if I could do my weird, like, I can find anything situation.
Oh, yeah. This is a thing with Mike. I will be sitting there working. It'll be like 9:30 in the morning. I'm auditing a phone call. My phone goes off. I look down, and it is Mike sending me some random indie match. It's normal. It's usually involves Reckless Youth. And
I
it's like
love
reckless
Tom.
youth.
Tom
in
is
front
one
of-
of my favorite people.
It's like a reckless youth match from a VFW hall somewhere in New Jersey in front of like 30 people. I'm like, where did you find this? He's like, I don't know, it just came up in my YouTube feed.
One of my favorite running gags that I have in like a group chat I'm in is that it's in the familiar group chat. So it's like when everyone gets off topic or it's like an awkward like kind of thing that somebody posted. I have a picture of Shinsuke and Sheamus from like their match last year, and I have this like paragraph of me describing the match that I will send every time.
That's fucking great.
The ongoing bit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's just like if you see like my profile picture on like TikTok or anything like that, there's a if you zoom in, it's the entire paragraph that is in that sentence. Because I asked BC to be like, I'm like, BC, can you make me a new profile picture? Because like I just had like one from like Canva. I'm like, it's not very great. And he's like,
Right.
yeah, sure, no problem. And then he sent me that one, and I was just like, then I turned my head to the side like I do in my videos so often. And it's like the entire paragraph, and I'm just like, oh, that's really funny.
That's beautiful. Dude, that's so funny.
I love that is hilarious.
Yeah,
Yes, I
anything
love
for the bit.
finding random independent matches and shows.
Listen, I respect someone that is always here for the bit
Yeah,
because I am one that is always here for a bit.
So going back to NXT because I was going live, and this is when Sexy Red was like guest starring.
Oh yeah, when she was
So
doing the
so
whole thing.
everyone like because I did NXT on my own at the time, and they're like, Richie, you gotta read out a Sexy Red song during your stream. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. But then I had a nice little thought. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I bought these glasses from Party City for $3, and I said, I'm like, look, I said I will read a song on the stream. I didn't say it was a Sexy Red song though. People could like describe this person as Sexy Red, but it's Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
yes. God damn, that's great. You son of a bitch.
So I'm just like, the thing is, it's just like, look, I will like, don't tell me to like do something like this, but I'm like, yeah, I'll make it funny.
It's like, oh no, I'm doing this for me now.
Yeah, no, I'm like you guys like had your chance, but like
Me
you
and
try
Husky
like,
have done that very much on this channel multiple times.
Yeah, we are one to do that.
We also did that on the former channel we were on multiple times. I don't know how we haven't gotten fired, Husky.
Dude, I ask that every time I'm on camera. It's like, is this gonna be the night? Is this gonna be the night where shit goes sideways? I get Wrestle Talk canceled.
It's really tough to get like Wrestle Talk canceled.
It kind of is.
It's like you still have that one dude still going. You have a couple of those guys still going.
Oh yeah, the red hat dude is still out there being his normal self.
Normal is a very subjective word.
Very subjective. Very subjective.
Because if I know anything, what brings people together, if like something major happens in wrestling and everyone has like the same opinion on it, that brings people together, especially with people that are just like out there.
Horrible human beings.
Like the one dude from what was it 2023 that was like, you're not a real fan if you don't own merch.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Yes.
That
Guy was that was a fun time.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to get the jump in because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump in. Oh wait, the dude's gone completely. Okay, all right. Well,
And there were like the two Samantha Irvin guys.
I don't remember those.
Like basically, they were criticizing Samantha Irvin for crying during Cody's
Oh
victory.
yeah, I
Like,
know you're talking about.
yeah, and like one of them didn't want to do podcast interviews unless he was compensated for them.
Yeah,
It's like, who are you?
or
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't even done that.
Dude,
or that
no.
piece of shit guy that got canceled before TikTok got taken down.
What guy?
Gosh, I didn't want to say his name.
Oh,
Yeah. I just again like when people like kept saying like this, I'm like, I don't know this person because I honestly don't like the wrestling streamers. Like I don't know. like that well. Like Wheezy I know and Santi I know, and that's about it.
Yeah. The other ones, I mean, like Con Man's cool.
He
I
seems
haven't
like
heard
a
anything
cool
bad
guy.
about Con Man.
Conman's good peoples.
Yeah.
Weezy's one of my favorite people ever.
She was actually the first person I saw on Wrestle Talk, and I was just like, wait, there's a wrestling side to this app? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, let me get in on this.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that the first person I saw was someone that ended up being a jackass.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like full circle for me because like like I think it was like Shane or Phil. Like those are the two that like I first saw on TikTok, and now like I'm mutuals with them. I'm like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. I was actually talking with Shannon not that long ago, earlier today.
Ah.
She sent me a picture of a. She sent me the same picture that you sent me, Brie, of the Mountain Dew Baja Blast pie.
Oh yeah.
That is wild.
I was like, what
She
kind of?
dyed her hair, by the way.
I was like, what in the war crimes is this?
Like it's one of those things where it's like it's not like Burger King Baconator Sunday bad, where it's like that shouldn't have been like a thought. This one is like, I'm curious. I'm just not sure if I'm curious to try it myself.
Right.
There was a Burger King Baconator. What?
It was the Burger King Baconator Sunday, where it was bacon ice cream with bacon bits with whipped cream.
It was
They
a
were
thing.
selling it. It was
I'm
a
stupid
thing.
enough to try that.
The thing is, it's like Burger King for the longest time was like the college of fast food, where it's like they'll try anything.
Yeah. 100%.
Like they had tacos for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They do have good onion rings though. I
love Burger King.
I will give them that. Their onion rings slap.
Yeah, like there's like not a feeling like any other when you order a thing of fries and you find like an onion ring in there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like hitting the lottery.
Yeah, it's like
When I order Burger King now, I just do the halvesy because they do the halvesy where you can.
Oh yeah, they do that. They do the half and half.
half and half now. I don't go to Burger King because like their chicken now tastes weird to me.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I don't get their chicken. I've never had a chicken.
I'm not a burger guy though. I only go to one specific place in Long Island, and that's it. And it's the same place Kevin James goes, so I go there partially to see if I can see Kevin James.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, you went to high school with Mick Foley? That's crazy.
How was it like filming Paul Blart Mall Cop 2?
What was your thought process?
If I were to ever see Kevin James, I'd be like, again, I am going to preface what I'm about to say with, I am an asshole.
Oh, God.
That's always a great start.
How does it feel that you're just a fill-in for Chris Farley parts? Because he died.
Oh, that's hateful.
Someone didn't see the masterpiece of Hitch, Paul, the original, and King of
No, I'm
Queens.
just talking about all of Adam Sandler's movies.
You didn't see. You didn't see. What was the MMA one that he did?
Oh well. Oh yeah. It's the. Oh god, I know what you're talking about because I saw it too.
That movie's great. I actually love that movie.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it right now.
Yeah. It's so funny because it's like Joe Rogan's in there for like a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you're the
So it's
funniest
like
part of this
GSP.
movie. And like he was trying to like get like Salma Hayek or something.
Yes.
I'm just like, that doesn't make sense because in Grown Ups, you were Adam Sandler's wife. And then I realized the Adam Sandler universe is just like very deep.
Do you know what a horrible Kevin James movie is?
The Zookeeper?
I've actually never seen that.
The Zookeeper. Seen clips of it.
No, it's called Home Team.
Oh yeah, the football movie.
Yeah, where you play Sean Payne and he looks nothing like fucking Sean Payne.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like Robin Williams and Patch Adams. Like the actual Patch Adams was like, he's like they made me an idiot in that movie. Don't go see it.
I don't care if it's Robin Williams. Don't go see it. They're besmirching my name.
Yeah.
Okay, where is?
I'm a big fan of Julia's hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh. Damn. Okay, Bailey.
Am I just missing it right now? Where is it here? Can we?
Oh, Jesus. Woo.
Oh, they're just going to town.
Oh, yeah, they're going at it.
So you want to know something funny?
What up?
You type up Kevin James movies on Google. That fucking MMA movie's not in there.
Oh, Here Comes the Boom.
Yeah,
Here comes the boom.
I just
That's
remember the name, like it was just like it was
Yeah.
in like a deep part of my memory where it's just like, here's where your important information is.
we got to go through a bunch of different files here to get to the good stuff.
Yeah, you gotta like it's like that SpongeBob episode. It's like you gotta dump out some stuff. Like it's like, you didn't need to know the IWGP champion.
Oh,
in
there it is.
2015.
You don't need that
So-
information. Not pertinent here.
I scrolled by it 4 times because on Google, the title is in Spanish.
Huh. The Maestro Luchador.
It's not even a wrestling movie though.
I know. That's why I was like, that's why I didn't see it at first. I was like,
They-
why does it? Because it has that Spanish title, and then it says, "Here Comes the Boom" under it, and I'm like, I'm confused. And my head
Kevin
hurts.
James as Nacho Libre would have been fun.
Kevin James' Nacho Libre would have been great.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
All these Tower of Doom spots.
Whoa.
It's
In
one
the
of
same
spots-
same corner too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really funny that they did it at the same corner.
I
The
remember
Tower
there
of Doom
was
is a spot that I could really live without sometimes.
one pay-per-view that I was watching with my buddy, and like the first 5 matches, everybody was just working the shoulder. Like everyone was like going to the ring post, like that same spot, like over again.
Wow.
I think it was like night 1 of WrestleMania 40. So if you go back and watch it, I think everyone just hits the turnbuckle, like shoulder first.
Huh.
That's hilarious.
And they didn't name those 4 guys, right?
No, they did not.
Yeah, they
So
still haven't named him yet.
so Ricky Starks hasn't been named. Those 4 guys haven't been named.
I don't know what's.
Interesting.
This is why you don't give me the pen.
I'm booking everybody together.
You like factions?
You like factions? Well, guess what? It's going to be an entire faction and then 4 guys that aren't in it. So this entire faction is just going to feud with these 4 guys.
It reminds me of Jericho was telling a story when he was going to Japan for the Kenny match.
Mhm.
It's like, everyone has like the team underneath their like nameplate, and
Yeah.
it's just like Jericho, no team.
No team.
Oh, I thought that was 3 for a second. That was.
Yeah, you mean you thought that was 3 for 3 seconds?
Oh.
Well played, Richie. Well
Yeah.
played.
I've watched wrestling once or twice.
From time to time, I'm known to watch.
Yeah. I'm just doing the wrestling content till my Pokemon card opening career starts. Then I could retire.
I'll retire from the Pokemon.
Alrighty
card.
then.
That's my real breadwinner.
Look at that.
All right.
All right. Show me some Jordan Grace.
Did we get a
Where the
female from that crew attacking her?
Do you think it's like that theme, or do you think she gets like a different theme?
I wouldn't be upset.
I don't know.
Oh, it could be Jordan.
I would be if it was by Def Rebel.
Yeah.
Though,
It is whatever trash they're going to put out.
though to be fair, like Def Rebel does have some bangers.
They do. I think they get a lot of unwarranted hate.
The thing is, like, here's the thing: if you have like a gem like every 5 songs, I understand the hate.
Yeah, because a lot of them sound the same. I can't really tell who they are, like who's like coming out until like 5 seconds later when they finally like say their name.
If you're using GarageBand as your permanent tempo,
yeah, I
there's
think that's
something wrong. Like, because I do my editing on GarageBand, it's great. I just wouldn't cut a song on there.
No.
Do we get?
See, I don't have the copyright box coming up.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not who I was expecting.
It's gonna be title for title.
They're gonna borrow from TNA. Option C. Cashing this in for the NXT.
No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna like copy that whole Rock and Cody promo after WrestleMania. Just switch the belts.
That's too funny.
They're just here like, hey, we're the new faces. Deal.
oh,
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
Didn't see
Big
that.
Mama Pump has arrived.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
Jack Sabrina
Her
Carpenter
blonde
has
hair
in the
is
chat.
weird. I love the fucking shirt though.
The best women's division in the world just became the strongest.
All right, now I got goosebumps.
All right.
That's a pretty cool shot.
That is awesome. Wow.
That's how you end the show. That is phenomenal.
Wow. What a way to end it.
That's how you do the NXT thing right there.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was a fun night of wrestling.
Yeah. That was very, very fun. What overall thoughts of the show, gang? What do we got?
I think it was a good kind of let's see. I think it was a good in between show, between the major like events. Like, it's like it was always like Chamber, like it was Rumble, Chamber, and then Mania. Like, I feel like this was a good like tie-in to get to the Stand and Deliver show.
Yeah.
Keeps you like really intrigued with that.
Yeah, this is definitely a great build for Stand and Deliver, like a good starting point, especially now with Jordan Gray showing up, whoever these 4 dudes are, whatever they're calling them.
Yeah.
Ricky's situation. Like,
Yeah, the Ricky Stark stuff too.
Mhm. What if it's instead of the shield, it's the sword?
It's so hard.
It's like Pokemon versions now.
Drew McIntyre comes down and he's the leader of it, and they're called the Sword.
So the funny thing about Drew and it's Drew in Theory, actually. Me and my buddy, like, we were at Saturday night's main event, and we always joke around where it's just like, oh, who's coming out next, like for the Rumble or something, or like for an entrance, and I just randomly go A-Town down. Let's go. And the thing is, they were the dark match for that show when I said that, and I just started laughing so hard. And for Drew, it's always the shing.
Yeah. Hear the sword come out.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Yeah. Yes. Everybody, favorite match of the night.
Hmm.
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna say the NXT, the men's NXT championship
The
match.
triple threat.
Yeah.
I do like character stuff, and the NXT like triple threat did have the character stuff on Waller and Theory, which I really enjoyed. My only fear is I'm not sure it's gonna have the same momentum when we see them on Raw, because sometimes they treat NXT like non-canon.
Right. But I really hope that they don't. But I mean, with everything that they did tonight, it's kind of hard to like ignore that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say either the triple threat or that main event. That main event was fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna say the main event.
Lot of crisp like transitions too, because you have like a lot of different talents in there, and I think like Cora has improved by leaps and bounds. I think that's why they're trusting her with the TNA spot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, gang. Well, that was NXT Vengeance Day. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you're still watching, to steal from the homie XLJ, let's do a little bit of a plug-a-palooza, if you will. Richie, tell everybody where they can find you.
Thank you guys for having me. First and foremost, it was a lot of
Absolutely.
fun. You can follow me at below at Retold Richie Mars on the YouTube, IG, and the TikTok. New content every day. Usually, I try to put out like 3 videos a day. Today was a lazy day for me because I had work, but it is what it is. But it's like usually current. That's the current stuff. You could also follow me on my podcast, Wrestling Retold and Relive with Richie Mars. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. New episodes every Tuesday. This week's going to be the worst of TNA wrestling, but you could also see some other guests appear. Like I mentioned, the Authority episode. It's me and Pat the Wise Man. Me and my co-host Ebby for NXT. We talked about the impact of the Bella Twins and just like different kind of topics. Like I talk about the Crazy Road SummerSlam 99 happened and the WWE Championship match that occurred and the different contenders that were at that time as well. So just like a bunch of like no set theme topics, but a bunch of like your favorite wrestle talkers are on there. Like you have Phil Khan was on an episode, Laugh Not Famous was on an episode. He was on a couple episodes. I also did like a roundtable of the John Cena retirement tour with it was Laugh, Michaela Ring Queen, Ebby, and Ring Rant, and that was like a fun roundtable as well. So again, a lot of different people that you might know, and then again, just come listen and chill and wrestling. It's like it's no yelling, it's no screaming, it's just a cool vibe, which I really like compared to yelling because yelling hurts my throat.
Yeah, as somebody that does it in their other life a lot, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
It strains the vocal cords.
And Dad Hack comes in as we're wrapping.
Yeah, we're just
What up, boss?
Hey,
You're muted.
your mic
too,
is
bud.
up.
You're muted.
yeah, muted.
Just got the
Show up
the
late.
little one.
That's hilarious.
I was like, so much for watching wrestling with my friends. Okay.
My nephews knew what they were doing, and I respect them for it.
Well, okay. Well, part of it was on me. Like the oldest one went to bed, and I was like, okay. So I'm watching. I fall asleep holding him, the little one. Wake up, and I'm like, well, this is the main event.
That's hilarious.
I also don't. I mean, my old ass respects. They start at 6 p.m. now, but I'm like, it's 8:30 and the pay-per-view is done.
Yeah, I kind of don't know what to do with myself right now.
Yeah, no, it's 5:30 here, and I've got
Shut up.
stuff here, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Michael.
I really just don't know what to do. So I'd be with family I don't want to be with.
We're giving Bree back time to finish cleaning because she was
Well,
concerned.
no, I have homework to do
Okay, well that's more important.
now.
Well,
But
eventually I will get to stream wrestling again.
yeah, yes, we will definitely do that. Michael, where can the people find you?
MJ Duplessis 1992 on the Twitter, the TikTok, and the Instagram. You can catch me here on World Championship Wreckage for Queen's Court when we restart that, but also Monday nights live streaming Netflix and Raw with Pro Wrestling Wizard Doug and the Ring Queen Michaela from La Familia. Those have been fun to do, and I'm happy we have started doing that. And once again, that giving the asylum to the inmate is a great time.
I went on there and within 5 minutes I broke Doug. I kind of feel bad for that.
Here's the thing with that. with Doug, it's always like such a joy to hear him like crack up.
It is.
So it's like because I used to stream SmackDown with him a little bit, and just like making him laugh, it makes you feel like good inside. It makes me feel like a Care Bear.
I break Doug and Michaela within 2 minutes of us streaming every week.
I made it a goal because the first time I did it, I got him to like get out of his chair and just like run off screen. I was like, if I could get him to do that like 3 more times, I'm good.
He shared that clip too, and I just started dying laughing.
I probably should have told them what they were getting into and now send them an apology. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should have, boss.
that's your fault.
Listen,
That
from
is
from the Familia, we're always up for any challenge.
My
Listen, we're
favorite
here
thing
for
to do, literally, are pop Doug and Michaela on Netflix and Raw, or when we have Chrissy and Pat on Cole TV for learning the ropes.
Mhm.
God damn it, popping Chrissy and Pat is so much fun.
Dude, you say the most unhinged things. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
just as long as your wheelchair doesn't come unhinged, we're good.
No, but I will say unhinged shit about my wheelchair.
Bree, where can the people find you?
Well, I'm on TikTok. I think it's under Tribal Queen Brie. Instagram, Brie.Stout. You can find me here on any watch along that we do until we get back to Queen's Court. And then you can find me over at Cole TV doing my Tribal Queen tidbit, PW60. And I think that's it.
Boss man, where can the people find you?
Apparently nowhere because I can't stream anything.
You're MIA.
Yeah. TikTok, Instagram, X, all Dad Hat Wrestling. Whenever the hell I post it, I sleep a lot now. Like that's my life is sleeping.
Yeah. It happens.
And working. That's pretty much my life. But yeah, find me on there. When I decide to post, I post.
Yeah. And you can find me on TikTok at Husky Roads 912. If you want to hear what I'm listening to while I'm at the gym, you can go to the Husky Roads on Instagram. I am also on here doing the watch alongs. I am the third of Queen's Court. You can catch me on Cole TV doing Huskies hot takes. And what else do I have? Oh, yeah. Music stuff. I make electronic stuff under the name Dormir. Working on some stuff with that. I have a band called Widow River. We're playing our first show April 12th here in Savannah, Georgia at El Rocco Lounge. So if anybody watching this is in the area, come hang out and get sad with your boy. It's going to be a good time. But yeah, that is basically all I have. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Richie, anytime you want to come back and do anything with us, please do. We love having you on there.
Thank you. I'm honored. Yeah, it was a fun time, like anytime.
Yeah, for real, man. Like everybody that's affiliated with La Familia, please, all of y'all come through. We love having you.
We lost Mike.
It's a brilliant thing. And we lost Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want me back.
He rolled away.
I'm tired of dealing with this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But thank everybody for hanging out. It has been fun. Y'all have a good night. Bree, send us out.
Oh, okay.